Comes a decata, as I decata, and come to be a free. As why would you mean a decata? And I only foundation, we say, or TikTok, and I will build the obey Amu and who say, or so lady foundation. At the foundation, I so I see no mates, you're not a bad driver. Oh, mate, dear, we are mates on our control. Who comes a decata, as I decata, and come to be a free. As why would you mean a decata? And I only foundation, we say, or TikTok, and I will build the obey Amu and who say, or so lady foundation. At the foundation, I so I see no mates, you're who comes a decata, as I decata, and come to be a free. As why would you mean a decata? And I only foundation, we say, or TikTok, and I will build the obey Amu and who say, or so lady foundation. At the foundation, I so I see no mates, you're not a bad driver.
Wow, the first time in Chicago Senior High dining hall history, there has been never watching an egg at the dining hall before. And when a zoo came to power, we are now eating watching like if you're watching any akono say any posia mienu a zoo. Wow, the first time in Chicago Senior High dining hall history, there has been never watching an egg at the dining hall before. And when a zoo came to power, we are now eating watching like if you're watching any akono say any posia mienu a zoo.
right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobe Taylor. It's exactly 3:19 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:19 in Ghana. Welcome to the most authoritative, most listened to platform on the planet right now. This is an anti-corruption platform. What we do here is we take care of issues. Our focus is on Ghana politics. Tonight, we'll be delving into the State of the Nation speech by President John Dramani Mahama. We'll be taking our time to break it down for ordinary Ghanaians on the streets of Ghana and also people who didn't have time to listen to the president this morning to also have an idea of what actually transpired in Parliament today. Our job is to let you know the truth, to break down the issues, kill Jandam, and also make sure the government of the day deliver as we are all waiting. Tonight, we'll be delving into very important issues. We'll be killing Jandam. We'll also be taking care of some side issues. If you're watching me tonight, we're live on Loud Silence TV. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. We are live on TikTok. And also we're live on radio. Tonight, you can watch us live on Loud Silence TV, on Multi TV this evening. On Loud Silence TV, search for Loud Silence TV. You will see Hot TV. That's also fine. That's still our channel. You can watch us live this evening. You're also live on Facebook. Search for Loud Silence TV on Facebook. Loud Silence TV on Facebook. You're also live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are streaming live on radio. If you have an Android device, go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You'll get us live on our app. You can listen to the show live also. If you're an Apple holder, go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. Our platforms are all blazing. We are all over the place, making sure the facts are sent to you. Bidi Ede Kevin Akobe Taylor me and Amidi Jumade we huchiame in the Yumbre John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana. Nan sama or they call Parliament any in sama Sibiu Ubiebi Suchre and the Ghana Fortune Safre a year John Dramani Mahama a year Sibiu Constitutional and a Shano Sombra Parliament. Nadia Obeto Sono Omayuhu a year dream. Chrono, Bonnet, any Sibio, Jimmy MPP for Jimmy Ya, Sibio, and the Wabeso Ghana senior Obeboy. Intended Obebo, Eddie, in a some Obebo, Obechurch, which day, Obemehu, or mine Ankasa, Yatibia, and I say Yajina Beer, a basic some to year, any or mine chichire. And there, John Dramani Mahama, President of Republic, or can Sembri, or the Nukre Atuja, with Jum Wakabro for a hotty, Sibio, Winyabutre, Amagana Funina, and Wudiako, no kind of brofo, Intenumbre. Yes, ma a day nimka kreso yenso yebenya botre dwudwom ewo sebio akankasem sebio na Ghana forso a ebia na brofo no emodu emodin ma omo no omo so ate ase Jandam inti ne yesi if you say sebio ye nipa mom enso mo afre mu omo nim ne kure no enso mpeso mbeka inti adwumade nyina ne se o se eba na sebio yebedwudwa nsem no ma Ghana for ehu ne kure no wo ha na hwe menwumbre a Kevin Taylor me na maba no amanfo di matam Kevin Taylor Kevin Taylor, son, what time, sir? I shall bear my hand and night, the head and sat. And in 70 I, the whole MPP, who have a chobia. Mubet, Mimiam work well. I never say good evening to all my you bring around the world. And before, Obu TikTok and Facebook. Because where no time, share the nine, share and sat, and send the piano to TV. See, wait, dear, I, Mimiamo, I, with a more time, me tea, as ye, I, more time, ye, then so the whole MPP, Minimobian warfare to me, I, me MPP, you know, Minimobian warfare at the same MPP. Spider, I'm good. Spider, thank you very much. I'm good. We got a glitch and I was trying to get you on. So I'm good. I'm live. Thank you, Spider. Inti, issue ni na say omodwa omodidi matam wo de mame ko chia nkofo mra modidi Kevin Taylor atamo and omodidi matam na mayam ho fanboy Kevin Taylor onye san one time sir I me pen sir at least me won fa che kufu ado de ba omia eno nko ade me okay me won time kwa de me won fa che kufu ado de ba omia enti me won fa che kufu ado de ba omia nko ade me problem Kevin Taylor hwe no hey lose no sir lose mu ba wo Yebe miamo. Yeah. Wajibio. All right. Let me say hello to Nipa Bakumi Enubi. Let me go. Hey. Yebe miamo fucking. Mo. Yebe miamo 42 years. And I'm mun save energy. Kakra na bia yendi 2 years we no makasa no. Mo start kasa. Yebe miamo. Hey, mo. Man say moa. MPP pigs. Wega. Mumbra. One. Kevin Taylor. Wait. Between him and my stress. It's a comedy show, no TikTok. Because obviously, di matama is safe. Hey, Bema. All right, now, why am I show me? Latif Rati is here tonight. Thank you very much, Latif. Good evening to Frederick Johnson on YouTube tonight. Amateria Stephen is watching me this evening. Thank you very much. Keep on Laughing is also live here. I can also see Richard Amenovi watching me tonight. Thank you very much, Richard. Deborah Depson is also live here. I can see Akosia Tina watching me tonight. On Facebook, Abigail Apau is watching me. Boafo Hisford. I hope I got it right. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. Faustina Kota is also live on Loud Silence TV. Philip Jima is live on YouTube. Adam Kobena is also watching me tonight. Thank you very much. Frederick is back again. Raphael Akume is also watching me live on YouTube. Also, I can see Daniel Philip. Also, Ni Ado Augustine is watching me tonight. Nuhu is watching me tonight. Adam is live here, also watching me on YouTube. Nathaniel is live here. Akusia watching Kevin Taylor and the Ghost team tonight across the world on YouTube. Miss Gilbert Mamuna is watching me tonight. Baban is live here on Loud Silence TV. Facebook is frozen. Wait on TikTok. Good evening to Kwansama. Afraid I somebody asked them. Good evening to Kwansama. Kwansama dog me tienina. You say I know a dog me tienina. Kwansama no. Kwansama gift baba. Kwansama very, very solid. Good evening to Kwansama. Thank you very much for all the support and encouragement. I really appreciate this from you. On TikTok, we have 152 people watching us tonight. Likes near 8,800 likes right now on TikTok. I can see Telly watching me live on TikTok. Let's Go is also live on TikTok tonight. Nana Benyin Boafo watching me this evening. Nana Kwame Pounds live on TikTok this evening. Baumia 45 is watching me. Mrs. Miles 302 is live on TikTok. C joined also. The lady Wendy is live here. Kwabena Billa is watching me. Adepa Mavis watching me live on TikTok this evening. Mariam Beauty is live here. Don Ali watching me this evening. Nip also joined. Alima Sule live on TikTok this evening on YouTube. I can see Cephas Heyman watching me this evening on YouTube. The Ghanaian Pole is also live here this evening. Isa is watching me. Anas Ali is live on TikTok. I can see Dauda Nyame Nipa watching me this evening. Thank you very much. Anissa is live here on TikTok. Let's Go is live. Sa Maameno is also live on TikTok tonight. We have 163 eyeballs live on TikTok this evening. Let me try and get the Facebook guys up. They're frozen, but Facebook for so bad. I will say hello to Facebook for. Kevin Taylor is back. I didn't the Mombrem once and I'm with Jimmy MPP for. Mo lose election no. Where yes see now I'm just gonna avoid Jimmy. Moi. TikTok breeding is breeding. You people are breeding like breedables. They are breedalization and the breedalization. Hey, but me Obabi the name so China say. Kevin Taylor don't need also Kebi Kokuo. Na Kevin Taylor nie say na wonya fe ekra be wini power no na say one time say etina de bi oto on me Bafan Association of Ghana ye nyina ye nigi ye ho na Kevin Taylor no pa say na one time say hwe picture bi a wetwa hwe ne nan enokra ye gidem miti eso efe me see the whole MPP obi no ho fashion me munyina magimi MPP for munyina magimi mo be bro yebe miamu kumunkwasiafo munachi finse kokuo motete Ghana nkurasefo monum kan ma wi eye akrantie nam moyem kusu mo tan ena mo bi gu abrochire mo ese mpete ye kanyansa kire Ghana nam hu fin obekodo mu gu ye ntiasie na de na ye lose ya hwe kwasia oyeso manchechire eye ntomafira oyese ya na ukọ oye say achechire ma yetumafira ene oye say no oye say na ukọ dabi o manchechire de nyansa ejimifo yebe miamu mo lose he time na ye ka se mo nka asem kire Ghana fo no he na mo kwasea ese koye papa That's why I found you. That's why I found you. I'm a boy, baby. Let me go. Asempa baby amenya. Let's say go papa. Onya yeseke. Everybody am fan chiche. Kwasi afo. Ye koto aba da butwi soroku emoa. Asempa pa bia mate, ayamido. Asempa pa bia mate, se onya ye gbemi. We di atanti afi kwasi afo mu fin. Me go baby o me young, me rough. I me. Obo di emfa. Me are very young. Me jire be 40 years. Me miamo. Ya. Me so me say na so me say. Na me show they say them the me miamo kumo. Mo me miamo fucking. Munim dia monye. Mo so ya na maka we. Ejimifo ye ekoto aba. Monka de maya kire Ghana fo. Na Ghana fo entumi enye den. En decide say monim nyansa say mo ejimi kwasiafo. Mudi so obi ejimi se chema huntumi. Ana mo hu fin se empata. Monum kan mudi bofro nkwan wi a na atomu ni jimi. Ogwa. Abrantie we. Ye se de beye do untumi nye foko fo jimi nkolo ha. Miami nie Kevin Taylor minie. Be me sabo me bo miami nie. De oye be ma no nkasa. Ejimi fo ye chechire Ghana na mudi jimi. Nkofo ejina stage. Ye ohia ye gbemi mu jimi na mutie. Omu didi matem. And the mobet na TikTok ayin. Na Kevin say no tie. Abu anka me banka me nan yedu. Bema ben no MPP mu an ho ofete seme. Bema ben no MPP mu an ho ofete seme. Bema ben hwan no MPP mu an ho ofete seme. Eya mo ya mo ejimi mo ntena se na mo ndwendwene na mo busa mo say what happened? And you know what mo busa mo ho. Sit back, foolish idiots. Na mo busa mo say okay, we are a political party. We were in power. You losing maybe in serious da. When him say 1.8 million about me, you lose, you know. It be serious da. And I'm just say something small. You remember say tuyamoka. You remember say tuyamoka because assassin yet to sono onyame aboho ban or the moja etwa ho. Na mo de mokwasia abe lose 1.8. Ya ti e wiase say ati wiase, ye bie wiase pa lock. You be lose 1.8 million da. Me see e wiase ti ye ti wiase ne ho ye ne abe fo ya che na ye wu ni aba de ye gu ni ye nim de ekọ. Ya ti wiase obi lose 1.8 da enkwasiafo betena se na mabusa mo ho kweha mabusa mo ho questions no mudi mu Jimmy and Kevin Taylor mudi ma de kontia mo lose ye munim. Do you people know why you lost? Ma memma mo homework enkwasiafo ma mo ko TikToker na ma no topic at all adenti na lose ye. Find the reason why you people lost na mo Jimmy. Onya ye seke we say bafo ade ancheche ade MPP onya amkwasiafo mumbusa mo questions. I say then you lose ye. What happened? Adenti na wiase ti wiase nyina na obi lose 1.8 million da then you lose 1.8 million. These are the questions intelligent people ask themselves. Modie tribe ni jiminti. Modie say a personal attack on Kevin Taylor would change the fortunes of the NPP. Moya moi. Mwe Jimmy. And Makachira was as far as no kore abano. You people will stay in opposition for 42 years. Yeah, to aba enibra bank of where you must say nipewu. Namu de mokwasia small boy we jojo mo. Enkwasiafo party na momono ya sabe tenase say oh ya dwene se munimu nyansa kwasiafo. Are you the people amusema ko school no muna amusema ko school no inkurasefo party munsue nyansa monum kan momoni ankomo a ko obi bekom Kobi ankoma bofro nkwan bekum bofro kwan nkoma eye de insesawa bekum insesawa nkoma supeku nkoma eye de nkako kwasiasa wadwiri nyina ite se kota mundi ade ye light it mudi people chiro mo say nwan mo system no emo ye tum mo say moa. And this is the time you sit back and start asking serious questions. NDC loses 2016. They sat back and started asking themselves questions. DNSC, we need to correct this. We need to change this. The executives, this has to go. This San and Nipa ye. Modema said toilet mumwa. Ah? And I'm yama decay into the piano. My gas and I'm what mun answer. Mumuta mumpenny for the questions. Mun to mean kenkai, mun to mean tro. My same pete, mun to mean gene. Now, what is somebody did Kevin Taylor terminal and a winning power? Audience already Kevin Taylor terminal and because me at the end of the day, me want for chemunina. It Kevin Taylor did not terminal and for MPP mba power. Kevin Taylor now talk and ask them and for MPP mba power. They also yana say, Montanas no mon cat no crunch Ghana for country mu na mo Jimmy. Mojin say omambu ayantumani yefra. Ye be di motema mo wa tetemu. Maya say nine, Maya say gata mu nine. Munahu tum kwasiadi. Me de wana we jina mo so kwasiafo. Mu ni pa mbebu no. Maya say nine, ya kana mu na mu di echire, ya kana mu na mu di echire. Mumbusa mo what actually happened? Why did we lose? What happened? 1.8 million. Were we not the same people Ghana for my power? What has happened? Did we give them the jobs? The one district, one factory. Did we actually build the factories? The one district, one dam. Did we build the dams? Did we respect the people? Why is there more? Because most sorry, kabube die duane e light kakana ma adwunu mu da ho no na obe sori no patutututu na obi ti supekunkwan ho abuofunu supekunkwan ya de dwene. Supeku so de o. Eyabido, asempa bi ayente, ene mo Jimmy, anopatutu no ti supekunkwan ho, supekunkwan ko tiriba wada ne aboa. Na dindindi, ebo anopatu, anopa 6:30, no ti supekunkwan ho kwasea, owi obetena TikTok. Yentiasie, amanfo ye adwuma. Amanfo calculate, amanfo send message, amanfo bie Ghana fo ni, my sem pete. Okay, I told you people something. And idea way, I am going to insist on it again. I told you, say Onyankopon was free. Onyankopon nim de ye free akumemu no. We will take NPP out of power, and we have taken NPP out of power. I have helped, and I'm proud of it. I am happy because in the Ghana film we said, "Nam kwasiafo ne die so." I told you people for 7 years, say I will take you out of power, and me enemy team. We have taken you out of power, and I will nullify the party. I know how to nullify the NPP. Say I will take power from you, and the power I will take from you, I will take it from the Ashanti region. I will enter Ashanti region. I will take power. 2024 elections, I entered the Ashanti region and we took the power. And I am telling you people today, I am promising you, inshallah, Onyankopon wasuria onimaku medamimu, any obamba or the bomb enemy team, me gu MPP, me na me catch them, me gu no. I will nullify the party. Me wiana makankwasi for some kwatefo from Fambra. Me gu no. Me mamu 2 years, me good party no. Hey, the next elections. So, mudi any candidate eba. Candidate, I don't care. It could be Bawumia, it could be Bawumia, it could be Kennedy, it could be Oseche Mensabu, it could me say moba. Some cross it 25% a me. Me go me platform no. Me good party no. Ana sometimes me kasana me stress. Asembe na makache mo MP before ambem. From 2020 I'm catch say we will take power from the Ashanti region. Do you know what brings home power? A commitment, consistency, and an okre. We will use truth. You be good party no. Me good no. Yes. Me some of the amo pa mo kasa my hand time. I don't care. Me guno. Sa part way demonic. Enya party ade chichiri kuro. Omo mu di anim o yankwasiafo mo nim nyansa. So me and my team, I will shut this party down. Yes. Me pathway meaning baby and a bonyo no she. I know where it is, mobile. I know where the bile is. Obviously Kevin me didn't catch them some magic power for Ashanti region. I entered the Ashanti region and I took that power. Radio stations in media houses all Ghana, me and I'm declare results first. And I'm telling you 2028 I will nullify your party. Yeah. I'm going to keep, and God being good to me, and Onyankopon hata suni makumim, and the people I work with, we relying on God and the wisdom He has given us. NPP will never come back to power until party negu. You people have no idea how power ebedru ebiedui. When I see people talk on social media, on Facebook, you don't have an idea. Muni idea biya. Me see me good party no. Me. And Asantifo nyansafo mutiem no say Kevin, you are right. Yes. Asantifo nyansafo no mo hwe me no. Say no kure na Kevin can me good party way and we will help build a different party. Me guno. Agroni ntokwanie. Media mamo do ye bema no ometontia. I will nullify this party. More than 38%. Me see the next election, more than 25% am yokusie. I'm telling you. The next election, more than 25% am yokusie. And you are never going to cross 30% again. Some mwe Jimmy. Mo some kan okre. Mo say atro. Mo say Jimmy. Mo say mo de no kre pese kan okre chichire ma mu nya bi. Ye be kire mo say ye ne Jimmy chemo. Me guno. Ohini bi antumi stop me. Ohima bi antumi stop me. No politician can stop me. Onyankopon kwa ne betumi. Onyankopon say Kevin guno. Me guno. Only Allah. Onyankopon hatasuri. Ono kwa eneni makumem. Ono kwa ne ka say Kevin jaya. But as I sit here, Onyankopon him say adepa na me no. Me gu party no. You don't know what I am putting together. Why say nkusie? Why say nkusie? Mo so na mo pie free bomb. Hurum na mo pie free bomb. Kurum ya yem bibia nya ye na mo to light, mo te light. Twiri kwasiafo. Munim ade e ma mo free power. Munim. You think Kevin Taylor coming after Kevin Taylor will make you win power? Abua, what is a Ghana for Jimmy? What is a Ghana for ya moi? What is a Ghana for Jimmy ana? Omunim nyansa. And the more who desu Accra, more who desu Ghana. Street lights in so. John Dramani Mahama statement to make it yell. Oh, say Ghana for Ajato mutim. This is honesty. This is service. Kwasiafo. Mako fa chichide we man so gunenum. Na Jimmy so jina hosa. Mogi say yenwan. Mobusa mo ho de ma mo lose elections no. Mumbusa ye. E na modidi me matam. Me wodidi matam na me charge. Ai na me yekese na me hiti. Apigia na edem.
Iskin paluda yeah. I did not pick it. I pick it. Hey, I did not pick it. I pick it. Shaking my meal, I get it. Baby, I so swan, I pick it. Kim paluda.
This is for the poppin'. Oh. This is for the poppin'.
But I am gonna spend the money.
This is for the poppin'.
Come away from me.
This is for the poppin'.
Come away from me.
This is for the poppin'.
But I am gonna spend the money.
This is for the poppin'.
It's Ken Paluda, yeah.
Kevin Paluda, yeah.
I did not pick it. I pick it. Hey, I did not pick it. I pick it. Shaking my meal, I get it. Baby, I so swan, I pick it. I pick it. Kim Paluda.
Oh, this is for the poppin'.
But I am gonna spend the money.
is for the poppin'.
Can't wait for me. But I am gonna spend the money. For the poppin'. I'm buying my can't wait for me.
This is for the poppin'. Me guru. Hey, my set the traps be Ghana. 2025, I'm going to bring out something new. You'll be shocked. Anytime I carry some party, I know your party inside out. Mumusa the young people in your party. Mumusa samia uku. Mumusa kujo ponkruma. They know. Party the daminsem. They know. They know. Mumusa young ones. I hold the heart of this party. And I know. Say, omo mudi party we ni mo ton party no long time. And it's sometimes we did na mo kasa mtuisham sana em sre. Hey, 2024 elections. Be 8 months na me nim say NDC be wini. We are lucky na 2 million votes lead. I'm telling you. The difference was 2 million. We are lucky. Bibian click it. And we will make sure Nyankopon tia sie ya oboy ho ban a ono na ye obi a yini dan so no ye be dum party weja me. You people have no idea. You have no idea about what is coming. Now, kwasi asem way akoyo kasa na odwene ho.
Grace of God, inshallah, we are winning this election. We are winning this election. Make no mistake about it. The only issue for me today, if we vote today, we win. The only issue is the gap. How big a gap we are going to give our opponents. I want a big gap. I want a big gap. I want all of you to come out. I want a big gap. We want to beat them well. So come out.
I want a big gap. I want a big gap. Here. Mese mumusa samia uku or my phone number. Mumusa na sede na Kevin. Mumusa ko jopon kroma. Mo fra mumusa on say na Kevin nkomo be na oni omudi. Mumusa opon kroma. Mumusa mo council of elder penyini. Mumusa mo. Na me form numbers ntutu dwa. Kwasiafo. Mo je say ye nam ho na ye hwe mo keke. Mo party na good long time. Long time na gu ye. Me gu no. Hey. Ayila. Now mommy enye djuma. Jimmy say me say 40 years. Ya lock mo. Muntumi ba power biem. And again of where Jimmy Kurano, why should they even look at anybody to lead the NPP? Say, Meko Salah and Akotwabamano. On what grounds? Why should any Ghanaian get up in the morning and say, Meko Twama MPP? On what grounds? On what grounds? Because you are not admitting, say, Ghana for money. You are not even admitting. And Kwasiafo social media, they don't even know why you lost. And Omo Jiminti, they are not asking for the people who made the money to tell them. Majority of them TikTok. San Kwasia boys way, Oma Tamsika, you want to go the go on them. Hey, Munim the ABC. Mo party no, Mun penny for. Hey, go the gungo for them, Momun to me na. What did me matter? Do you know what I know? Now, what the Ghana now whom anima obet to him? Majority of you, whom me one-on-one obet to him. Share. Obet su trasi. Messiah, whom me one-on-one obet su trasi. You have no idea. Entire Mombramo say, party is not coming back to power. Mom, TikTok here today, you are wasting your time. Facebook, you are wasting your time. Nobody can sustain any political platform in the name of MPP for over 6 months. Nobody in Ghana. Nobody. Me say me undi over 42 years, I don't banter you. Until you are 42 years, and I'm a bantao. But obi or less than 42 years, I will never do that. Because the kind of people I meet and sit with to think and reason, majority of you people, mundru ho. Inti, say o person or MPP nina or bantamia, you need to be over 42 years. Only 42 years, I will not waste my time. Because you are a kid. Yes. That means I can take care of you. That means you are just a child. We are kwara. You cannot. And you wouldn't understand what is going on. Yeah. You will never understand. Now, Enra meka same way, and I'm going to speak on it again. This guy, the Dean Eddie Williams and Nephew Sapon, Makachre, the NDC government. This boy is a fraudster. Me see, baby or say, obetumi akoko tibi obetumi akobia to prove say, the American me buano uncle, I am ready to meet him. Even in Ghana, I will come. Saboy way, opese odi John Mahama Dean ekoye gold deal. Williams and Nephew Sapon. I'll make sure say the Dubai police, they'll pick him up. Yeah. Police in Dubai, at least they share intelligence with Ghanaian security agencies. They'll pick him up. Saboy and your friend Williams and Nephew Sapon. He's a criminal. He's involved in a gold dealer or the John Dramani Mahama Dean. As I speak to you, some pictures we are now on the social media platform with delete or bois. Me say, so say or a doctor, or say or a doctor, mate. The certification when he's not a doctor, he's a liar. The Ghana Police Service, they need to arrest him. I am warning his mother to shut up and stay at home. Shut up and keep quiet. I am warning his friends. Shut up and be in your hole. Because Saboni boy he wanted to use John Mahama's name. Makachira mo say adia na odi John Mahama di upese odi ye no, it would have destroyed NDC government. So or say or a legitimate doctor. Matisse we see hospital. Na sa hospital now we see no. Ewo, your friend is Spintex Hospital. It is not a legitimate hospital. Makachira mo. Now this guy, let me put this picture up. Me, I'm not done. Sir Abrantiwe, he's not even 40 years. He's a fraudster. Only any certification just or a legitimate doctor, uncle any medical school. Baby obejine no only certification in Ghana for say I am a real doctor. He's involved in gold fraud. He wants to use gold board to go do that fraud. Sami Jemfi should be alert. Because the letterheads they are printing, no, they are printing, say, Omni Gold Board of Ghana are doing some gold deal. Sami Jemfi should be very alert because this boy is using their letterhead to go commit crime in Dubai. TA. Sami Jemfi and the PMMC should be on red alert. This boy, his name is Williams Anefi Sapon. The Ghana Police Service, the Yoko, the NIB, they should pick him up. Or see or yet gold deal in his transaction and communication with the people in Dubai, no, or see already or representing gold board in Ghana. Gold board because I be putting it together. The gold board in Ghana, omunyan start a juma. Now, or see our hospital be what Spintex. Your friend hospital, no, a Spintex clinic. It's a lie. It's not a hospital. He should come out and show us his certification or the BSI hospital, no. But say this boy, Williams and Nephew Sapon, he should come out. Sa clinic now was so a bit of Spintex, no. On a certification. Actually say or certification to practice. He's using a doctor's certificate to practice or to operate that thing or offering a clinic, no. Now, Sani Pana or Jane license, no, no. I am giving you 24 hours. Release a statement and disassociate yourself from this guy. I'm not going to say this again. Nipana or what a sa license na or the amada this guy. Sa fake clinic, you know. I am giving you 24 hours. Release a statement and disassociate yourself from this guy. Because even the money he said he was going to give to you, he didn't give to you. Now, Saadiana or Freno, a Spintex clinic, you know, they don't do any serious medical medical services a massage no because Nipana ordinary license start here, no, there is a problem. Nipana sema mani use license, no. Into that thing is not a clinic, it's a massage place. And now waka chire in Kofo internationally say, or no, or a doctor, he is not. I'm giving him 24 hours. He should publish his certification and license. Any person who has dealt with this guy on business grounds, on any professional grounds, should start pulling out. Obeso odi John Dramani Mahama Dean Ekodi Chrono. In the days to come, I am going to list all his friends, their names, and the people they are benefiting from his fraud. You people have no idea. But say, I am giving him all the room to go to court. So I said, the American me court to be a way we are say. In fact, if he wants to come here, I am ready to go to court with him. Said the American, he has the right to go to court, and I am willing to come to court. Nobody should entertain Williams Anefi Sapon. He's a fraudster. He's a quack doctor. In fact, he is not even a doctor. He does not have any license to practice my friend, Dr. Ejuma, or call any medical school. This is him. He needs to be arrested. He needs to be arrested. The man is 24 hours. One, Nipana ordinary license ABSR clinic, no. That clinic should be shut down in 24 hours. And yes, Obi Ohobi Abechewu. Muntieme. Whoever is working at that massage place, or registered say clinic, no. In the next 24 hours, let this guy provide his license. And I'm telling the person he's using his license to do these things. Pull your license in the next 24 hours and release a statement that you have no association with this guy. Media Maka, I'll be back. And when I come back, it's going to be crazier.
Yo! We're your best fisherman. No answer my. I'm watching. You will for Belgium fan. It will be a Belgium fan. It will do a Belgium fan. Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Super why round what? It will for Belgium fan. It will be a Belgium fan. It will do a Belgium fan. It will be a Belgium fan. Why you're here? Why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? I want it. Original. I will move for Belgium fan. I want me to Belgium fan. Where you mind
When you might then gramba in Kura MPP for my news and gramba. When you can Ediani be an economy, Okasa Nyan, Mosana Moria Pese. Moria Pese, we are Bonum can TikTok, Facebook. Mosana Dibofro. Oh, we are out. Abuache.
Yo! We're your best fisherman. No answer my. Abuache. You will for Belgium fan. It will be a Belgium fan. It will do a Belgium fan. Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Super why round what? It will for Belgium fan. It will be a Belgium fan. It will do a Belgium fan. It will be a Belgium fan. Why you're here?
Why you're here? Why dangwa? Mo sorry MPP supporters. Kwasiafo. Moja. Mo amaka no beko fie. Mo sorry a. Mo be sorry no pa edi bibia betima mo system ni nyina sem nwan. Anopa supeku kom momoni kom ko bi kom and ade aduane mo jimi ebe miamu mo. All right, let's take care of business now. And John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic, Ekasai. But before we go on with this, there was something happening on Joy News. I want us to clarify. Very, very important. You see, Jandam comes in different forms. And you see, sometimes, you don't pay attention that much. Inti Mobajin say, Obi or TV Subia, Titru, oh, we mudomo cabrofo, Omo more dangerous, say Jimmy for Nomocachino. Now, Joy News for a creative impression be. Yegideti Kromana John Mahama in opposition, NDC for in opposition, catch Ghana for say. When they come to power, they will review free SHS. Now, the NDC as a political party, they have their own manifesto, what they wish to do. Now, even though they have what they wish to do, no, they believe say the Ghanaian people, their panel is paramount to parties' ideas or parties' wish list. Inti Osha a political party biana na adwene adwuma na se omoka no kore no omonim nyansa no. When they say they want to do something, they always want to hear. And in 2020 NDC for manifesto the People's Manifesto. The political party on its own might want to do something, but when the political party is a party for the people, they always consider the views of the people, and then after that they juxtapose that with their ideas and see say if basically it sinks, they can implement it. And then the church party they really think about the people's ideas, and I say the plight of the people, any worry. And they say NDC for the manifesto ba. Normally say we want to review free SHS, and that we as a political party, when we come to power, we don't want to be autocratic. We want this governance, to be between we as a political party and the citizenry. In the NDC for opposition, and can say, even though we have a manifesto, a political party will wish to do things that basically the people will love, but the priority of the people is paramount. In the mobile power, no say the review they spoke about, even though their manifesto had things they want to do, they still want Ghanaians to be part of the consideration of how to change your education. In the NDC forecast say when they come to power, they will review our education specifically, and I say more importantly, your senior high school. John Dramani Mahama in less than 30 days, and a OT committee say they should start a stakeholders consultation or stakeholder deliberation on how we can review, relook, reassess, re-engineer, if you want me to put it that way, to see how your education you bet to my year. If you say they did not look at how the education they touch will benefit the Ghanaian, but it was all about politics. Now, yanko video show idea. This is journalist for Muti radio station, a Joy FM, and then they were speaking on education and the review. Let's go and hear their comments. Here we are. We will discuss something.
Also on the front page, borders must pay boarding feeding fees. Education forum stakeholders. Now, let me take you to this story because it's one that, because of a lot of conversations about free SHS. Now, according to the story, stakeholders in education have proposed a significant change in the country's free senior high school policy, suggesting that boarding students should be allowed to pay for their boarding and feeding fees. They suggested that only day students should be allowed to attend school for free in order to alleviate some of the financial burdens on the government. At the Bono East Ahafo and Western North Zone of the ongoing National Education Forum in Sunyani last Monday, stakeholders said the proposed funding model would promote quality education since the government would have enough resources to invest in other sectors of education.
I mean, isn't this what we've talked about on several occasions?
We've talked about this, but Kojo, for me, the question then is, so our political parties, because in the last election, the government today still said nobody is going to do that. When the suggestion came up, so you ask the question, What sort of consultations do our political parties engage in
before they come up with their manifesto?
Because if people, if people today are telling you, let boarding students pay their boarding and feeding fees, how is it possible that throughout the campaign, nobody proposed this?
It's funny. I actually agree with something you said a few days ago, that perhaps it was just the NDC pulling a fast one, recognizing.
This is what I call yellow journalism. This is pure jandam. They picked the newspaper. I'm picking newspaper, no. The person who was reading the newspaper, the I say, something has been proposed. And has been proposed by who? It has been proposed by stakeholders in education. And the proposal is what? They are proposing, say, their students are not supposed to pay fees. And that boarders are the ones who are supposed to pay fees, or the vice versa. Now, omo kan sa asem ni wie no, and omo say, na inti NDC for no, da Ghana for ana. If we say, adenti na omo manifesto no, omo anya den, omo antro no manifesto nim. Now, remember, sa proposal we came about because the NDC government that came into power wanted the people to also be part of the conversation. Because when a political party is in opposition and they write their manifesto, you don't expect the political party to come and impose what is in their manifesto on the people. Every political party that is democratic enough and is really ready to work with the people democratically, no matter what they have in their manifesto, they will still open up the doors for the people to do what? The people to also propose things or suggest. Because in the process of writing your manifesto, it wasn't every Ghanaian who was engaged. Even during campaign, it wasn't every Ghanaian who was engaged. But when it comes to making policies and changing things, it is every Ghanaian, because it's the taxpayers' money that is going to be used to run the schools. When a government comes into office, a political party comes into office, you don't expect the political party to implement or impose its manifesto on the people automatically. No. A journalist now, you are not smart enough to understand, say, a political party that wants to be more democratic and wants to carry its people along to make sure, say, its implementation or its way of reviewing or looking at issues, they want the people to be part of it. A journalist, with all due respect, why do you form Jimmy? Because these same people, if the NDC had come to power and said, say, and the NDC were on one manifesto, we are reviewing free SHS, and the school for no more school, anywhere, they would say, the NDC have refused to collaborate with the people or listen to the people. That's why I keep saying, say, these are people who are not supposed to be listened to. They speak some borrowed accent. It does not automatically make them intelligent. They don't have the common sense to dissect issues for people to understand. The NDC is not pulling any fast one. In fact, the NDC is being more democratic and being more transparent. The NDC is rather bringing the people on board for the people to help in deciding how our education should go. In this way, a journalist TV, so now okay, say a proposal has been made, because what came up for the proposal to be made, it is the same NDC that set up a committee to go around the nation to tell the people, say, even though the NDC has a manifesto, they cannot unilaterally or autocratically put or impose their manifesto on the people. Because the manifesto of a political party is not what runs a country. It is the collaboration of the political party's ideas and the citizenry that runs the nation. In the South Trankas, the NDC is pulling a fast one on Ghanaians. So where Jimmy? You are stupid. You are doing yellow journalism. You are being a lazy journalist. You are not being intelligent enough to understand, say, the party is rather letting the people know, say, where we have gotten to, we all need to think about things very well before we make a move. Because NDC power and Omu decide to say, whatever is in their manifesto is what they are going to implement. And these gay boys will come and tell us, say, look at the NDC. They don't consult. It's not a party that listens to the people. So what do you people want? Foolish boys. These are not smart people to be journalists in Ghana. The issue is, Omu say, but it's not radio, so say kasa. And this is how they derail governments. This is how they start a jandam. They start an idea. This is how they destroy government policies. DNA first abayaba. No, see yenina yentinase ni enjuni bibi ho. Even though me want me plan. So appointing a new coach into a football club. Even though sa coach no want a plan or the backroom staff no, sa coach no employ the back team ni mo. Upon all his experience and his backroom staff, the team itself has a structure that he has to work within. And that structure is that the team basically at the end of every season, they have to make sure say omo younger team no, they pick 3 non-professionals to add to the main team. It does not matter the backroom staff you bring, your experience. The team has a policy. They need to buy 2 Asian players, 2 African players. They need to get the academy players 4 into the regular team every season. So when you come with your backroom staff, you cannot just come and say, because I am this coach, I am going to make sure I go out to Ghana to go buy 20 players. They are not going to allow it. Even though they are giving you the room to work, they still insist to say you collaborate and work with the team. And that is what the John Mahama NDC administration are doing. They are calling for a review. The paper you are reading, you said it was a proposal from the stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders? The teachers, the parents, the people, the academians. They are the stakeholders, we Ghanaians. So if the stakeholders are proposing, why is it the first one that the MDC is pulling on Ghanaians? Are you stupid? And it just sometimes I'm for Kevin Taylor there. I know Dinko for them. When one Jimmy. NDC for say Ghana for yen nya yambra ne nka etimbom na yen hwe se ne ye be school ni ye eno na John Mahama ama committee to wa moye mo be keka mo na to so ano patututu se de yen say yen ja mo na munim nyansa munja sa jimi no. If you really want to contribute, go to the committee review, go there and contribute. Tell people to go and contribute because it's the taxpayers' money. Eno na ye de ba be chichire man no enya kwase bi sika. Mene wusika in this audience out to brofo ni nyansa ko review na se na ko kire say you are also a Ghanaian, you are a stakeholder, and that this is your point. Munda jimino, we will be monitoring you gay boys. Sa fuck boy kojo John kojo kumsino se den oye radio enyende de bi ote kona oye radio enyende obakro ntumi ne ntina obe discuss Ghana amaye obakro wentuma warene na ntina o be kire se ne discuss Ghana education. Hey, you guys should be very stable, eh? Maintain your level. I am not stopping anybody, or we are not stopping anybody from discussing Ghana's issue, but discuss the right thing. Nobody's pulling a fast one. The review is ongoing. Go there. Referendum. What did you people say? Were we not here when the dwarf and the Jimmy they came to put a referendum on the neck of Ghanaians? You people sat in Ghana and said, oh, a referendum, MPPT, MKOSO. 6 regions was added to ADA, 10 regions. At the end of the day, 6 regions in ADA development the cohort and more. You were the same people sitting on radio. You accepted a referendum. John Dramani Mahama could have used a referendum to cut his way through, but he said no. Because I feel like you people should also have the rights and the chance to speak. Into Kodo Yang so yeah radio and Obakro went to Manchano. And to Nantana them Ambobra over the Enya Ghana. Bobodam, most of them about to TV. Go to the review. John Mahama said Ghana for Jinambra, na imagine a senior high school no senior ye. We are reviewing. That's a fact. Now, the twasso. There's something here I want to take care of. This is a good story, so I was here I know it's got to do with Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwifery Association for a statement about Bontene. And the OBT MPP for Omo Jiminti. John Mahama Baye, Wabayi nurse for di MPP for Jimmy. In the name of Jesus. MPP for Jimmy to the point to say they just don't want to understand the say Abaimbia Baba in Nyansa. Now, December 7th revocation, no nurse has been affected. Sanko for amabokro no a ye say aban e de embra beto say wa December 7th ekufo do fa wadwuma we MPP for kwasiafo no ye nyina ye nyimudi no nurse for anka omo eni so bi gina baby eka say John Mahama baaye no oni Professor Nano Poko Agyeman oma ba yi nurse for adwuma ye pe nurse ni oba beka che Ghana for say John Mahama be yi ni power no wa pam ne fre adwuma mu. We are yet to hear one nurse or catch Ghana for say I am a registered nurse in Ghana. John Mahama ni NDC ba power no oma pam me no nurse was sacked. The people who were sacked were the illegal people into our public service. And those are the people the NDC government say they don't have a place. They need to all be kicked out for the right people to be employed. Because Obuha or the right certification to work. Na kwasi ampe because we MPP dinti. Ekufuwa di Jimmy Fuwa ne ba umiamo no. Omo intuma chechirema no. Omo be pie every power no. Na omo se gumu se mwa se mo na mo nkwe adwuma. Abra qualified people are sitting at home. You need to be sacked. Hey, baby a Ghana yedu no pampering enyo sa obe so di paswa sa nka yenya nkwasiafo na nka yenya nipa bi a yenya hypocrite anka nde kanana kunedu Ajima Rawlings anka ne kofo adamfo. The same Kufuor wanted to jail this woman. The same Kufuor wanted to make sure we Ghanaians we slaughtered JJ Rawlings. But then Nana Kunedu Ajima Rawlings no Kufuor adamfo. You need to understand. We don't have to pamper people because people are into this politics because so we need to be straightforward and let people know the truth. It's hard, it hurts, but that is the only way we can get things done. As I sit here, when John Dramani Mahama as the president of the republic goes wrong, what should stop me from telling him that he's going wrong? Nothing should stop me and nothing will change. Because if he's doing the right thing, I'll sit here and tell him he's doing the right thing. 50 days here, original office, 51 days here, he has done perfect job. So if John Mahama along the way is going against on one principle, what should stop me from telling John Mahama what you are doing is wrong and that the way you are governing is wrong? I have the right to say it because at the end of the day, it is not about individuals. It is not about you liking somebody and it is about the right thing being done. As we live in this country, I am yet to hear one nurse. Me pese me hu nurse ni ba ko abegina TV so I can say me na me nurse ni me adwuma ko forudua ene apam me ye pe nipa ba ko pe. I'm just looking for one nurse. Also here now the PRO of Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwifery Association for Ekasa o TV so mebusa ne say nurse for no ya pamo mo anase en pamo mo enkofo keka jandam wo krom nurse for ya pamo mo and the omangasa PR ekasa moma yenkotie PR no.
Well, so the health sector recruitment, it emanates from clearance. If you don't have financial clearance, it means you have not been budgeted for and the government doesn't have a provision for your salary. That is what has changed from the previous recruitment process where nurses and midwives go to work and it takes a bit of time, like 6 months, 1 year before they are put on a payroll. At the moment you are giving financial clearance, it means you have been budgeted for. So 15,200, which we are aware of, have financial clearance. I don't know of any outside recruitment of the 15,000. There is no recruitment outside of that that we are aware of.
If anything else happens, are you still sticking to a possible strike, or is the strike off the table completely?
I think we cautioned the government on their directive. We were giving them advice, let me put it that way, that if nurses and midwives who are also youth of this country, who have stayed home for 4 years to 5 years post-training, are laid off on the basis of the fact that maybe their financial clearance, which was released, the process didn't complete before a certain period. It's very unfair to do that. And the ministry has made us aware that they are going to stick to the directives based on the emphasis they laid that nurses and midwives who went through due process and were given financial clearance are not supposed to go.
So you're conceding that some may suffer the setback?
I'm not conceding. I think almost all the people who are working had financial clearance, to my best of knowledge. If you don't have financial clearance, I don't know.
It's straightforward. No nurse has been cleared. And I say, Yampamu nurse ni biya o Ghana. Omo financial clearance they are there. It is all courtesy of social media, ejina TikTok, ejina Facebook. Kase John Mahama buying NDC for buyer, omo pam nurses for second one ni. Jimmy. And you see, these things we need to do it because NPP for no Jimmy. They don't want this country to prosper. They have seen the glimpses. They have seen, said, things are going on well. They don't know how to tell their people, say, so they are always telling them to go out there with lies. So the nurses now, every single person is going to work. Inti mema obi anjina baby nkanchira wo say John Mahama buy ni apam nurse ni me pe nurse ni bi oba betra social media say aha na me adwuma John Mahama ne NDC ba power ya pam me pe nurse ni ba akopɛ almost statica see apam nurse wo say nurse ni bi abegina social media ka say menim nie ye fra me kua boatma na me adwuma wa ha John Mahama ne opoko agiman eba power NDC fo apam me ye pe nurse ni ba akopɛ we jandam. So we should get some things right. Jandam needs space. And the moment Jandam needs space, NPP ceases to exist. And I'm catch them. Because the party is a party of lies. They thrive on atro. They destroy people. So that is what makes them happy. Because majority of the people who follow the NPP are the foolish masses. They are illiterate, they are tribalistic, and they are foolish. They have all the tendencies of a twerp. There's nowhere such people you can build a nation with. They don't care because at the papa biya bano omutim say enyo omudie enka Ghana and say and omama yehu from the past say enyo omwa Ghana ngu. So right now yebehu nyansa no say enye omwa at the end of the Ghana ngu ni die and enka omumu enwu na Ghana no enjina ho. They are our enemies. Me catch the Ghana for say at this point, we all have to understand the say, it's in the right direction. Abaya too, it was the right vote, and we need to support this government. So far, every Ghanaian and Nigerian, even Otiabru Chekwanim say, what is going on is the right way. This is how you govern. This is how reasonable people govern. There's nothing like another extraordinary governing than what John Mahama is doing. Everything is on spot. And the issue is, there's never been a perfect government in this world. They are going to make their own small mistakes. But at least today, from John Mahama's speech, Wamama Tiasia said he came to serve, and that problems were better. He is not going to lament. He is not going to say, hey, naysayers and my enemies. He has an issue with somebody. But when you listen to John Mahama, and we are entering straight into the state of the nation, this is John Mahama, and this is the beginning of his speech.
Mr. Speaker, as I stated earlier, Article 67 of the 1992 Constitution requires that I give an account of the state of our nation to Parliament. I'm sad to report that the state of our nation is not good. Our economy is in crisis, and our people are suffering unprecedented hardships. Mr. Speaker, we will host a national economic dialogue on March 3rd and 4th. On March 11th, the Minister of Finance, on my behalf, will present the budget estimates for the financial year 2025 to this August House. These two events will allow us to present the real state of Ghana's economic crisis to the people. Mr. Speaker, it is not my style to lament and shift blame when confronted with challenges. Mr. Speaker, it's not my style to lament and shift blame when confronted with challenges. My approach is to accept challenges and work hard to resolve them. Indeed, this is precisely what the people of Ghana elected me to do. I have therefore not come here to lament on the state of our country, though there's much to lament about. I understand why I was elected with such high voter confidence, and that is to solve Ghana's problems.
John Dramani Mahama and the only Ghana focus on kind of bro from Asankrigwa for Mikroma Yeldo, Mima Mikrum Denu, a year bequire for a year South Centreso, not Centreso, any a suchare for Munina Munti, Maminju Jum. John Dramani Mahama be the president, and this is his first time we were parliamentar on the Ghana for aiding Komo. Now, be the president of Ghana. esebio de wobeto we no e wo se o ma yete ase de wo ho se ne be ya daachi bi no ye ebusabusa won nsem a ye hu bebi a wo fa Ghana no free ye ene bebi a wo de akoduru ye frɛ bibi state of the nation oman ne bobre be kire oman ne bobre na kire de wobetumi di aye ode aka ho ma oman ne gina ne naso ye se bobre ne ya ma ye hu se bobre no enya ma ye hu se ne be ya sebio ye Ghana fo ye ne wo be kire man no ye be hu se ne ye nyina ye be ka etiabom a kire man no eno enema John Dramani Mahama eba parliament in there ema constitution share no se omedwudwam nkyere ye de enkwasiafo de gya wo ho ene dwumadi a omudi ye ene dwirima ema Ghana fo gina so eto aba 2 million and over people ka se enkwasiafo we nko na John Mahama ne NDC mbra na John Mahama kasa no odwudwam ene na meba bedwudwam ema Ghana fo ati o kasa no se Ghana ye bobre asei ye sikasem adwiregu eye nyoma ebema ye gina ye nanso se oman no ni nyina no ebu ni tirase Ghana sikasem ebu nkonsa de na opeso o kire ne se bibia giegu na okasa no se sia no bibia sikasem no asaya kodu na nado danko ekufu ado ba wo mia Canada Japan mo ne MPP fo ebebo dwirim di sika wiaye no bibia kodu no opese ye nyina ye chia ye fra bibi economic dialogue ahemfo tailor fo nurse for, teacher for, seamstress, soldier for, police for, Ghana titiru ni sebio abawa for, nkwara ni mpeni for, school for, enjanka, sebio omo muhwe nwan so na omo ton wachi, sebio omo ton koko eni omo ye trotro, drivers eni mate for, opese ye nyina ye sia, na ye di Ghana nsensem no eto pono so, na ye pensem ye fra no economic dialogue o see baby esika sama bedru no e wo se ye tu nwa namon na sebio ye ti hu eye dwuma e de ya adwini nyina akọ eye benkrom na ye hwede ye beye wo ho nti ono ye president no de wa beturu de eye eyemtwa eye ewirem ehye etwa yem sebio amanfo no asai kuro no nti obepese ye nyina ye betena se ye fra bibi economic dialogue na ye hwe Ghana sika semu senya nkofo we asai ye sika sem na no ensi ho okode nim no say eye match bosumi a eda enim a ebe eye the finance minister a ye frɛ no eye Mr. Atoforsen so beba parliament na wabedwudwam ono de wabeka na niso a kyerɛ sɛ ye sika sam nye na emom no onya finance minister into constitution so ma finance minister no ho kwan sɛ ombra parliament match eye bosumi eda enim na ombedwudwam na ombetutu na basa na ombekire mu ndwudwam ma yehu bebi a sika pote no ekoseye ene dwiri ma Ghana fo a eye MPP nkwasiafo edi Ghana enti John Mahama esa kasa no say ono de ade a Ghana fo nim a ono ankasa nim se onye nipa bi a sebio otwa adwo onye nipa bi a obeto se asem siwo na asem aba sebio otietiem otu ayampia odidi nkofo atem ono de oye nipa bi a obeto se asem wo ho na problem wo ho a ne niso ade hu nyina ne se onkasa na emom obe make sure se sa problem no sebio obe solve nti na o hye Ghana fo bo se o se ono de onya akyekye ena sebio onya ponkyireni ona sebio so onya agama lizard oya Ghana ni mapa ensem esini na so a onto ayampia de oya ne se ohwe asem no se na etie na waso ano enti ode Ghana fo ene ono ankasa gidia ye wo ni mu no o se obe make sure se sikasem ntoto ya asai ama Ghana sikasem nyina asai no ono John Dramani Mahama onto ayampia ondi nkwashe asem te sa ponkyireni onni mu asem te se wini osebio onsa ete se ede agama lizard na emom obeso asem ne mene na wo buni kom na Ghana fo yenya ye fa hodie na momyenko tie John Mahama ne nsem bi so a okaye.
It is not my style to lament and shift blame when confronted with challenges. Mr. Speaker, the energy sector faces significant financial challenges, primarily due to collection and system losses, non-compliance with the cash waterfall mechanism, and legacy debts. The financing shortfall has risen considerably to approximately $2.2 billion, or 34 billion Ghana cedis for 2025. And urgent measures will be needed to reduce it to sustainable levels and ultimately eliminate it. The financial sector continues to struggle despite the reportedly spending of $29.9 billion on the financial sector cleanup exercise up to date. Scant reserves were also left for debt servicing, despite implementing what may be considered the most severe and distressing economic policy in the annals of the Fourth Republic, if not in the entirety of our nation's history. And I'm referring to the domestic debt exchange program. This is in stark contrast to our actions in 2017 before we left office, when we allocated $250 million to the sinking fund handed over to the incoming government to service debts, Ghana's debts. There have been claims that buffers were left for debt repayment, oncoming debt repayment this year. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me give you the statement of account for the debt service reserve account, which is also popularly referred to as the sinking fund. This fund shows a balance of only $64,000 in the dollar account, $64,000 in the dollar account, and 143 million Ghana cedis in the CD account. The repercussions of the accumulation of debt and economic mismanagement will require extensive work and sacrifice to repair. In the next 4 years, to put things in context for you, Mr. Speaker, in the next 4 years, our debt servicing will amount to 280 billion cedis. And this comprises of 150 billion for domestic debt and 130 billion in external debt servicing.
President John Mahama eba parliament no ende wama ye nyina yehu de etuem. Ose de wanwa a etwa nsrum na nado danko ekufu ne ba omi a ose oye economic waste mad. Boni a omudi ye eni dwirim omudi ye. Je frɛ bibi eye sinking fund and I say broni so frɛ no debt service reserve account. Se broni ka se debt service reserve account a John Mahama betena so no ohun se sebio Ghana nyoma bebre ne ye na sebio oyo man kwa na se udi dwuma udi nsawoso se wo ton nyoma na wo ton nyoma de eye den a eka kakra beba ebetuma ba se eye enkwara no school kom ana se eye den apomden hospitals ne ema omonyenyem omapomden ebi omoso omo yare bia eye chronic obo kidney problem na nyoma nya bebiti omhu eso ho ja ehu se yembi account bia yemfa sika ngum se ye ton oil kakra ne de kakra kugum time John Mahama etiso no sa account no and your friend sinking fund. In fact, over to my friend debt service reserve account. Into sa account ne dear. Ya deka ne ho chire ya na nka sebio ye wuram kakra ne yi kakra ne de patantokwa na se ye gina ye naso. John Mahama 2017 Efria ben mu 2016 no. Na sika edem eye 250 million Ghana cedis. Poly 250 million. And a John Mahama Danema NDs MPP4 say we die yen tamfa yen sanka so yi sika wo mukura safa sika no tum efri se eyebusua eden kukuo we ene ye de boy ho brasa oman enti se bibi besi kura ansa na wodun sabeka no make sure se wodun saka wasa de sika tum na wa ma na gina ne naso efri se eye daachi manti ena bibi e friend sinking fund no John Mahama 2016 ojama Joma eye ekufuado atechede no. Now, and the John Mahama ka odwudwam e obrofumu a mebedwudwam e wotwi no ose sa sika puduo ene ebusua kuruwa sika woma ye de siesie eka no what has happened and say enda ogina yenim ye ne yekasei sa eye account a oja $250 million poly dollars o enya Ghana sika poly ubetima ka poly sa 5 years na nsi ye $250 million. Yes, ni say, and the Oko accounts numa under Baumia, Ekufuado, Kennedy Japan, or Seche Mensa Bunsu, and Kwasiafo Maka Musomi MPP Elephant Dogs, no, and the Okosa accounts numa sike them $64,000. $64,000. Meshe emunsia ebo $64,000. We cry we kekeno we cry me bon price chewa. That means say na na danko ekufu ne nkwasiafo we disika ni nyina TRO. Eti John Mahama say we na ma wose magana ni bia yem hyehye no. Every say sika pudua ye jama nkwasiafo we $250 million and they busa MPP for sika no mode ye den obi se me yare ye me kwa abrochire ebi se me kodi ajantrafo obi se me bi tuto makeup ma me yere obi se me fremo pare na ma yesa ankwe chese nkwase asam edi John Mahama ka sande no say Mr Speaker Ghana for muntie me juma mi di ye ne sika mi jato wo no kwase ampanyin ne nkwaseafo no abadwirim nti ukọ accounts mu na sa accounts no ye wo dollar de ene wo siri de sika omugya ye eye dollar de unim wifuo we dollar de $250 million no omodi malaka 64 perom de atumu enti dey na omukọ no ene omuyi from wallet mom kan pa ene we de gitum na se bio ochina nkoma ka se edini nyina 64,000 oba wonsa na obetuma kan enye sika bibribia ebia hu sika da ye ne hu sika pen ebia won shara hu sika da enti 64,000 hunhuna ye ne mpobo ehye ne ade ka bom ya miensa 64,000 tumi to ye ne yere ne yemamo ye tu kwan ye ko Brazil ba 2 weeks aba ye tu spend $64,000 enye sika bia hu sika da mesin to omukọ no ena bedie to yi ni wallet ena omo kan ye papa obo na no obo ne nsa no se ya no mtugu ho omo wie sika no sa account no omo sa wo cedi de wo ho ena ne de omo ja 143 million because omo se cedi no sa o convert sa sika kura entumi ntopolo inti yakoya na say buy ever seen ne the NPP as a political party that is stupid has not responded to the facts and figures from John Mahama. Inti sa 143 million Ghana cedis no close to just $10 million. Now you see $250 million no ma ria manaka 64,000 and omuja Ghana just $10 million to cedi equivalent 143 million cedis or the bad dollars may be $10 million, that's all. It's technically, you know, 250 million, almost 240 million. King crying, omko. Ediani ebe. Kwasi afo to touch like catch there say. I yema MPP mra. Now sebio ya sola no pa di toilet. Ya moa. Intina John Mahama kan o see. Dear opesa ye ne say. Ye sika someone to ye e ka ye de na bontene because of a car kofo we abato and them no ka say o see. Se eba eye a car Ghana day because in Kofo we kano no more dinkai Nkofo we kono no more dinka bobesia over $700 million da so 700 million inti sa eka masabogu no John Mahama kura nyamfa ne tunsi akonwa no so no ye calculate a be 208 million cedis de ye sad be kasa aka no ho because no more free power no na over 700. Now John Mahama say so wo hwe eye eka Nkofo we jai wo ha eba abrochire bibi e friend no eye external debt eka ye de abrofo abontene a eye close to eye 130 billion. Yes, uko enkra tadi mu a enti na okaje say finance minister beba machi one na ba betututu na basamo hu danger ye wom o say eye external debt eka ye de e wa abontene yakoji China fosika yakoji Dubai fosika yakoji Germany fosika ye jeso a ne da kofu plane ne de die jantrafo ne de nom jod ye de eka wa abontene a almost 130 billion or say tia where ye ka ba womia ekufuado Kennedy Japan say mensa o chemensa bonsu MPP nkwasiafo we and omo de no this is the debt they left say about domestic efie ka ye de Ghana for and ekufuado ne ba womia o say chemensa bonsu Kennedy Japan kwasiampagini ne omo maka na e ka ye de Ghana for wo fie sa DDEP no mo de bae no sika besi omo boy sika omo gi free ensema wo so butua ma Ghana for close to 150 billion. Den na kofa sika we efri hin. And these are things they have to come and contest. Ebesinde they have not challenged the figures from John Mahama. Omo boka 700 billion and omo de to ho. And na omo sa boka abontene so de eka de na abontene so 130 billion. And na eka ye sa de fie pension for police for teacher for 150 billion. Sa eka we nyina sum ho. On send the MPP for kasa ya sa de no man kan ho asem. Na nkwasiafo say oh 4 years time on to my na yem tafre. Are we mad? Why should anybody sit on social media or any TV station to tell us say yento abama MPP na yem kwasiafo? How are we going to solve this? But John Mahama said he doesn't lament. Onya ponchireni sebio onye agove ena sebio onye agama lizard. Problem no wabeto or say Ghana for boss obe solve problem no. Hwe time na MPP was so. All that they say. So Busa MPP say, problem or this is what they tell you. IMF bailout. Bawumia blames COVID, Russia, Ukraine, and NDC for economic woes. Power. We have a president today who is telling us that he is going to hold the problem and solve it. Power. Bawumia say, the problems we are going through, how are we going to solve it? Also, mumblemu NDC, mumblemu Russia, mumblemu Ukraine. And the John Mahama Kasa, and what is about Russia and Ukraine womb? No. We need to solve our own problems. We need a leader who can sit up and say, there's a problem. We need to solve it. We are not supposed to be lying to the people. In Kwasiafo with power 8 years, Ubusom say, Adentina, a Kabedaho, Adentina Bobisian say, Adentina pension for Musika, or Russia, or Ukraine, and this for NMA economy. And I say, your president and the Wajina Ghana for Yinimaka say, a Kaya Dahonye, ever seen there, Baumian to me, no say, and ye Kaya Daho. Atichidia Kwasiampe, you know, Numi say, Kokuono, on to me, Mekabibia, and Kwasiafo 88 on good parliament, they have moved away from this. So who should be blamed? Why should we turn around and say, yeah, per se MPP? Why should we even listen to these dogs? These are animals. A Krobian can sound like a bomb to action. Yeah. Because as we speak, in Kwasiafo, we sika to down our bruchre, and your mumba be go bruchre. Amama sa Daniel mo say, Mahama, and to me to Chirema and Kwasiafo, Mahama about them, and this for about them, rule Ghana. These are facts. Now, Mumianko and Nimyan, I mentioned BB. Mr. S, Mr. P, team, stay with me. Now, this is what John Mahama said about ECG.
Mr. Speaker, my administration inherited an energy sector on the brink of collapse. It was weighed down by unsustainable debt. This unfortunate situation has led to many independent power producers and fuel suppliers threatening to cease their operations. Mr. Speaker, listen to this. Despite collecting over 45 billion cedis in energy sector levies, ESLA, over the last 8 years, the outgone administration has left the Ghanaian people with an energy sector burdened with a staggering debt of 70 billion cedis as of December 2024. It is of deep concern that several state-owned enterprises in the energy sector are struggling to stay afloat, and unless urgent interventions are made, many of them will go under. Financial distress in the energy sector remains a significant obstacle to delivering consistent and affordable electricity to Ghanaians, and it poses an existential threat to our economy in general. Compounding these challenges, critical maintenance activities such as the scheduled pigging of the West African gas pipeline, WACO, were postponed from 2024 to 2025 without sufficient contingency measures for alternative fuel supply. As a result, my administration has had to swiftly mobilize resources to secure emergency fuel supplies to ensure that electricity generation continues despite the closure of the West African gas pipeline. I have been informed that the pigging exercise will be completed in the first week of March, and once again, additional gas will flow from Nigeria. We are anticipating a marked improvement in the power situation once this begins. While the current state of our energy sector poses grave concerns, we must remain resolute in our commitment to restoring stability. I've directed the Minister for Energy and Green Transitions to implement far-reaching reforms, including enforcing a single revenue collection account, strictly adhering to the cash waterfall mechanism, and eliminating all wasteful expenditures by the state utility. Mr. Speaker, following my directive, the Minister has set up an advisory committee to guide the participation of the private sector in metering and billing in order to improve efficiency in revenue collection and also reduce the high commercial and technical losses that are threatening to drown the state-owned utility company. A pilot partnership between ECG and Enclave Power has proved highly successful and provides us with a workable framework. ECG provides bulk supply of power to Enclave Power Limited. This is an organization in Ghana. Enclave Power provides meters and bills to all companies operating in the free zones enclave, with 99% revenue collection and nearly 100% uptime in power supply. This is being done here in Ghana. We can use it to cover the rest of the nation to ensure that we get revenue compliance and be able to bring down tariffs for our people.
John Dramani Mahama Kasafa Energy, Electricity, a year collection of revenue by Electricity Company of Ghana. Now, Okasano Osi, Opeso Magana 40 asiye, say MPP for so bois, on for crata matches or bois. Osi, Bibia a friend Esla, a year energy sector levy, a year taxes are moji, a year sika moji in the name of a year Kania Yusuno. The CNN say, Omutumi J light bill ne home for 45 billion. Free power after 8 years no na eka ekufuado ne baomia ne MPP abato 70 billion. Ya short to 30 billion. Tie. O see, sa nkofo eba power no. Sa esla na obie na nkofo we ebeda no. Emojiji eye tax free or and the auto adebia si esla yato esla no. Sa sikana no moto no. For the past 8 years no omunya 45 billion. Sika pole 45 billion. Yabesha nkrata mu no na sankofo we aboka 70 billion atwo. Into busa ho se na eye den na ka we be menemo because they be amojiska. Eye den and in this short period mutumi boka 70 billion de to. Na John Mahama ka so no onya ponchire ni ba. Sebio onya gove. Ena sebio onya gamalizada obeye dede abetietie mu abetwaja atwo ayede abeto ayampia abesu akire Ghana-fo o se de etwa ensuru mu kura ne se munim se Ghana-fo ECG under Ekufuado ne baomia na ECG fo ewo accounts nko 80 accounts enti de ECG fo ye ne se omo bia accounts nko 80 wo Ghana enti agigisika koto accounts 2 mu a na obi akofedi Yajiska koto accounts 13 mwa. Inti diena Ekufuado ene baomia mo oma ene se accounts 8 na mo bie in the name of ECG no na eye personal accounts ma omu nyina. Inti baomia one account ebi obeko sunyane ana central region no sa ECG account na baomia ne busuafo dia. Ebi obeko Greater Accra ECG account ye dia ma Rebecca Ekufuado one ne busuafo eye omu dia. Inti etuo na omo gigi ewo ye light na omo de TSE Esla Levy no ye tua baby ebeko no eye busia. Inti omu free power no na 80 billion sika ambeka Ghana for nsa omodi. Na John Mahama say you better solve problem we under his leadership no the obayen say sa accounts are ECG bien bebrebe 80 wo Ghana na Ekufuado ne busuafo ne baomia mo ewie sika ni di no opese oye accounts ne baako. It is out as Nkregwa na woto kanea na eko ECG for accounts ma accounts baako pe na sika de kotom. Sene be ya transparency kroje ne pepe yo obia be hu sene ECG sika no bebi efri ene bebi ebetoye. Efri se na na dodan Ekufuado ne eye baomia mo bae no omo ya kromfo nti eye den na ECG nya 80 accounts omo si oh adian say na ECG no or offices na Dawson into obi anya na accounts wi a near the sikani nyina bankran. John Mahama said no sadia ni yetwam ye ba be partner a company buying any private company be a Ghanaian company. That is the most important part of Asma John Mahama kan company near friend Enclave omo ye Ghanaian company Ghana Nidia omo sikani nyina eka Ghana ha enye Chinese for company enye Uruguay for company eye Ghana ni company or see omo dwumade ni say when it comes to formulating and collecting revenue and making it go through one stream sebio ebi entumi fa baby a omo di dwuma ma omo ye friend pilot omo di nkan eye hu kakra hu say ebe gina inti John Mahama NDC no omo ne sa company your friend Enclave no ebeka omo ntuma sieni na ECG accounts 80 nyina ye gu no na Enclave for no etumi bie one account omo ne aban ECG na ye sika ana ye toa eko Esla no ana ECG jiwe ho no ni nyina beko accounts baakum se ne be ye nyina ye betumi bu akonta at the time ompe we na open kwasiafo we ompe amnesty a president who will tell you the truth. Heh? Ya chichire Ghana. We Kwame Nkrumah fru a yehu president wa ka no krekoro jinse bi a kire da. Eno na eye empata ne mpe. Enkofo no mu bon aye den abenkwan no. Omo no mu bon eye bofuro nkwan no. Enkofo no mawe amane awe supeku a omo adwene ada no. Eno na omo mpe. Omo de ye de atro na chichire omo MPP fo nkwasiafo. This is how you recalibrate and reset a nation. Because the waste in the system was too much. A government cannot come in and put together 80 accounts for one government institution. No, that is criminal. You are not ready to serve. John Dramani Mahama is talking about transparency and accountability. In the end, I see that company, a friend Enclave, Omni ECG4, a Ghanaian company. Into a bit between Jina Baby and John Mahama Kofa company, Frabruche, or see a Ghanaian company. Ghana for dia, Mopa Moko Shomo records him, Omo di Juma me with Omo Jumano, a crojin. Omo na omo behwe meters no so abehwe se ne yebeji jisika no na ye sika ni nyina kogu accounts bakum na yetumi abu ahon konta e de ahyehye ECG managina ne na so ye we na John Mahama ka kire ye umpe we na opeka ya motiom nkwasiafo we na odi omochi. There is no way a obeko any MPP platform a omo benya abotre edwudwa nsem no mu se a kire omo ntumi nye their level of intelligence no e yase pe ene gina entre yase. Omo adwene akọ akira eyede esiye omo sie dipa no makodi soroku no makoda omo agimi. That is why it is important to be part of this platform. Now you're shaping with the facts. Now we will keep these animals in opposition for 42 years. Now yanko enimni John Mahama saka saye and o kan bibi fa yesika sem ho obetumi aye o sinibo o kan okre owo gidie.
With your permission, Mr. Speaker, and within the constraints of time, I'll take the liberty to elaborate on how we intend to address the numerous challenges facing us as a nation. Yesterday, February 26, 2025, marks exactly 10 years since I stood in this chamber at this very spot to declare my determination to fix Dumso, a legacy problem of power shortages. And Mr. Speaker, I fixed it. Yes, I promised to fix it, and I did. And I wish to place firmly on record that from January 2016 until I handed over the administration of this country on January 7, 2017, there was no power rationing or load management in Ghana. Mr. Speaker, today, inspired by the Almighty God and propelled by the massive mandate given to me by the good people of Ghana, I am moved to make a similar purposeful and bold declaration that I, John Dramani Mahama, I will fix the economic crisis confronting our country and reset it on a path of growth and prosperity. John Dramani Mahama, that I, John Dramani Mahama, I will fix the economic crisis confronting our country and reset it on a path of growth and prosperity. That I, John Dramani Mahama, I will fix the economic crisis confronting our country and reset it on a path of growth and prosperity. That I will fix the economic crisis confronting our country and reset it on a path of growth and prosperity. My government, working with you and every Ghanaian, will solve the challenges because we have developed the plan with our people's support.
John Mahama Ekasa, the President of the Republic of Ghana, and the Ojujemu. Nini no kind of bro for Yama Menumunti and a Mijum MOBU, the John Mahama kind of see. ono John Mahama or the necessity bo tinton time ansa na ojai kanea ana Ghana or mine ashe Kufuor achichide jimi ninsa one Agama Lizard dancing eye Gideon Ba ensemuno 2016 to 2017 all done eye tumi ama Kufuor no na wa fix dum so ebesi nde obi ani Ghana wetumi contest that fact or say oka esimu pi akwaya bema or say oka esimu dua oka awom or say ono John Mahama or solve dum so time na ordane kanea ordane to me ashe Kufuor de jimi ni nsem one ba omia comedian ni nsem no na wa solve dum so into person ka kire Ghana for say sa to me ni nyansa Nyankopon de dum no ahobrasie ene humobro ene opepa or de solve dum so e de yenkane asem egina ne na so ansa na ofri to me 2017 no o se o she Ghana for bo say ono onto ayampia onni obi atam sebio ono onfa nkoshe Ukraine enfa nkoshe Russia o se o ka kire Ghana for esimu pi o se yesika sam toto ya asai kwasiampanyi ne nkwasiafo part no edi adwirimu no ono John Dramani Mahama obe solve obe make sure say yesika sam egina ne naso pampe ansa na we free to me we and your friend the president o see 2016 ojai to me ediama Kufuor de jimi no one ba omia no na dum so ni Ghana or the nsasi ni bo o se de o se oye bema wo Ghana no time na o free power no o meka se na dum so ho ye nyina enim John Mahama ne solve dum so he has confirmed and reaffirmed o se o mani nsi wo obekire Ghana for say opapa munyama anu a moma ne to me e ma ne wini with over 1.8 million votes no o se sasika sama asay baby a dollar ne du yesika sama apate ashe a ni nyina mu ehantan no o se one John Dramani Mahama obehye yesika sam ama Ghana egina ne naso kwase bi enkasa ne enhwe we ni a friend leader opanyini anadwene mu do why na adwene se obeka no kore akire na manfo na we gina eye okoa no as solve problems. This is what we have been wanting, this is what we have been yearning for, this is the kind of leadership we want. Kwasiafo we gina touch like akire say yemfa to me mamu biem 42 years me say mo MPP kwasiafo we you be back after 42 years. Now 42 years no na afa na ye reconsider and yes a definite na afa na ye be dwene 42 years. This is the kind of leadership we want. This is the kind of people we want to lead us because they are willing and ready to tackle the problem. They're not going to come standing around and you know, to us, let's say, no. We need real people who have common sense to speak to us as humans and to let us understand and say they have been elected to be leaders. They have been elected to solve problems. They have not been elected to lament and make people think, say, we are the problem. To me for the past 8 years, they have blamed Ghana for every single stupid decision they took. Every day be about Umia, Kufuor, Kennedy Japan, or Seche Mensa Bonsu, MPP Nkwasiafo we decided say, Omubedin Kwasiafo not blame Yen Ghana for. Majority of these MPP people, Omunya to me, most of them, now for basement, foolish people. They didn't have a dime. Ye Jiminti. Na ye dimirika ni amankwasiafo we to me. Mamen chirao eye nsem bia John Mahama kan ye. Efa eka ye dede. Ene senia ehu. We John Mahama nsem bia okan ne ebini.
When I decided to run for president again, I did so because of what I knew about the state of our country. I was aware that huge problems awaited me upon assumption of office. But nothing could prepare anyone for the reality of the depths to which our economy and our governance had sunk. Our elders say that a frog's true length can be ascertained only after it has died. And how right they were. It is common knowledge that our economy is in dire straits, which is putting it mildly, because an initial assessment of the books we have discovered, after initial assessment of the books, we have discovered that our economic problems are much deeper than was previously known. We have inherited a country that is broken on many fronts. The profundities of the challenges confronting us are staggering. We are saddled with staggering debts and glaring signs of almost deliberate and, in some cases, reckless mismanagement of our resources. Mr. Speaker, not even the restraints of an IMF program were enough for the previous economic managers to exercise prudence in managing our finances. After setting an inflation target of 18% by the end of 2024, the actual outturn was 23.8%, significantly higher than the threshold agreed with the IMF. The Ghana cedi continued its downward slide, losing 19% of its value against the dollar in 2024. It had already in the previous year lost 27.8% of its value. In addition to the public debt, which amounts to a staggering 721 billion cedis, several state-owned enterprises are also in debt, including the ECG, which owes 68 billion Ghana cedis. Ghana Cocoa Board, the hope of cocoa farmers, is also highly indebted. Its balance sheet indicates a total debt of 32.5 billion Ghana cedis, of which 9.7 billion is due to be paid at the end of September 2025. In 2023-2024 crop season, Cocoa Board was unable to supply 333,767 metric tons of cocoa, which it had sold at $2,600 per ton. As a result, the then management of Cocoa Board rolled over these contracts into the 2024-2025 season. Honorable members, Mr. Speaker, this implies that for every ton of cocoa delivered this year, in fulfillment of the rollover contracts, Cocoa Board and Ghanaian farmers are going to lose $4,000 in revenue. Mr. Speaker, as I address this Honorable House, Cocoa Board has supplied 210,000 tons out of the rolled over contract, resulting in a revenue loss of $840 million for both Cocoa Board and the Ghanaian farmer. Mr. Speaker, Cocoa Board and the Ghanaian farmer will lose another $495 million by the time the board finishes supplying the remaining rolled over contracts. Additionally, cocoa road commitments alone total 21.7 billion cedis, of which only 4.4 billion is included in the total debt of 32.5 billion. This debt has arisen mainly because of the decision in 2019 and 2020 to award road contracts worth over $1 billion because of the election.
John Mahama. Ejujum on say be see this time. Until say omo attack John Mahama facts no. All that they are saying is John Mahama is lamenting. John Mahama is giving excuses. But the facts now John Mahama they told no. They have moved away from the facts. And then I was say MPP for you and now, John Mahama can say, Mena, Major, Ghana for Moshemi, Maminju Jum, or say, a year a can't go for a jirigu 721 billion. Menewo and Yebitia. Jan Kroma e Kufado ba, or see a year restaurant $6 million. Mumusa on your skaway. Mumusa Jan Kroma say, in Sumunam. Oni nuaba no ene sa nyoma no ye no omunye sika wen e kan kofo e burugu 721 billion 250 billion esa da ho a omode be peso. Now John Mahama ka so see Cocoa Board e kan mini Cocoa Board ekuafo a mo hwe me o see because of elections inti sa papa na oda Cocoa Board ano na na do danko ekufo adomo ene ne tena sika say omunyi $1 billion and case omo de cocoa roads and they be say yehu cocoa road bia omo tia sa sika na man kofo a ye ni bebi sika no 1 billion 2024 2023 and we sad if you say now I'm person with the Ghana for say ye cocoa root and there sa $1 billion no you be afa now okasa no see cocoa border under Ekufuado ne Bawumia or say Mensa Bonsu Canada Japan and adwini nya adwuma no or see under MPP no cocoa board a car minimum no over 32 billion 32 billion. Now, in the area, I was September year, sa a car cocoa board, a Guano. I was said John Mahama buying it to me 9.7 billion. Etia. If you say a cano, a bar in tranches. It is 32 billion. I was said by September year, I was said John Mahama and NDC buying way, it to me and make sure say almost raising enough revenue to settle that debt. We here 9 billion within 6 months, 7 months here to make sure say 9.7 billion omotia. On say enchaya last week and a John Dramani Mahama NDC abain a DDEP omo asebio abain di omo car abain ato omo bonds near the adeno John Mahama tamsika pudio etua dodo ne ka. This is what you call consolidating. Omo consolidated yakase consolidating na nyome bia ehia ye twabo. And yakeka nyoma bi asie ni se ne be ya sika ya se no sa sika ne yense na ye betumi di abo oman no bra so ye frɛ bibi consolidation ana consolidating de nyoma bi a ehia e de se bia oten ministers so se bia eye sebio eye ministries bi a nipa mo ho adwuma mo ye mfa so ni so o se yi bi free ho na ye te so nyoma bi a ye se sika ho e oba presidency nipa dodo mo ye adwuma ho John Mahama ate so no he consolidated a lot of things inti ama ye nyan kakra e ko hyehyehye baby a ye di tuatua ka enitina Nana do Dankwa Kufuor ne Bawumia mo entimentua DDEP pensioner for no move if said they didn't care because they were not ready to cut down their expenditure but John Mahama ne DC for nim nyansenti nyoma bia ehia no omo to atwene na omo ye de fata enti omo make sure say omo tete nyoma so ama sebio yenye sika bia to enti ende so okay last week John Mahama Mr. P Mr. S get me that story John Mahama ne NDC aban we nansi omoba abemu in less than 50 days. Omo tumi etete nyoma so etumi krakura sika nkete ema ye nuanom ye ofanom ye maamenom a kenoforiata mo agi omo nsam sika no sa pension fo no omo bond sika no DDEP no sa eka omo musika hye no ende aban etua bond ni bia mo. And this is how you want a government to rule or to govern. They always have to think about the plight of the people. Nipa ne hia semono. On say John Mahama ka no say September he ya 9.7 billion but one can say when blame obi or say he will solve it. And this is the kind of positive leadership we need. This is the kind of government party ye here because they need to solve the problem. They are not going to lament. They are not going to use stupid words to make you feel say they are wearing some Vietnam suit in Tomini Nyansa. They are being real and natural. They are being organic. John Mahama speaks fluently and clearly for every single Ghanaian to understand. On Jay Kufuor nim on Tias Yesen and Kofo ne akronfo. Adechia obetwi motobri na begina stage say yentuma nkwasiafo no. Kufuor to own say the Mahama ne e kan no kore but mususam ene etimodinti obetena sa hwibaro num na obeka kire Ghana for say yentuma nkwasiafo no ntinka etie Kufuor a ka won sa ka we bedai so. Until last week John Dramani Mahama ne NDC aban ato forcing John Mahama ka kire ne say pensioner for bond Ghana for bond there yen fendi agro baby o say kopa sika bia no yen consolidate yen keka nyoma bimbom yen tete expenditure so ye pray man yen te so ne yen fa sa sika no bia nya den entua bond holders no into share last week government pays 6.8 billion Ghana cedis to DDEP bond holders. Oh say one it is all about a president being ready to serve. It is all about you having a leader who is intelligent enough to understand and say, Nipa ni hiasem or say ni hiasem. Until last week, in less than 50 days in office, John Dramani Mahama, it made 6.8 billion DDEP bondholders. It is kind of more from Musom. This is what we talk about. This is what we have been preaching. And this is why Ghana for say NPP needs to stay in opposition for over 42 years. Say a percent of mano ejina ne naso ejimi foro monum kan de bofron kwan supeku momone any a number bombone eduania sebio sent in TikTok and Jimmy don't ignore them. Omu gassy. Omotu nyina don nsamai. Omu nim nyansa. We are building a nation. We are being honest with the people. John Mahama is showing us to say it is only honesty that can build a nation, and that is what we are all dependent on. And following a directive from President John Dramani Mahama, the Ministry of Finance has honored the payment in cash, kudi, cash, l'argent, the payment in cash coupons of 6.81 billion to all domestic debt exchange program bondholders. And what to say, Oma bondholders will be akasa. This is how you govern. Jandam into Chiremai. And no kure and a Chiremai. And the Obitia Bruchi, the Ghana bond, Utiamano. That is how you build. Into Kwasiebia or no, the party trying to frumano, Omontiasie, Omonumu Sentinel. And the genomutima, I to mean keep sentinel with him to Facebook, YouTube, Kekankwasi asar, and it's all about honesty. No credit to mind. And Koya no aka, say bibi nya no aka, and yes upekun kwan, momone, bofuro, and then kwasia, I'm mantrebia wari, ewa Germany, and wari ewa crying, wari ewa de ukura wotim, and a betcha se Ghana for bitiu. Ye tie no krena betcha Ghana, aji Ghana for, esi baby papa. Now, you are still live on Loud Silence TV. It's exactly 10:09 p.m. in Ghana. It's 5:09 in the United States. After this short break, I will continue the state of the nation.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No answer, mine. I watch it. It was for Belgium fan. It was better Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. Why you why round why you why round why you super why round it was for Belgium fan. It was better Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. It was the Belgium fan. Why you why round 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 every papa no what one is the motto 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 why round why you why round I want it original I want to for Belgium I want to tell Belgium where you man
We're also live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Akobedu. We are live on TV, we are live on radio, we are live on Facebook, on TikTok, and also on YouTube. On Loud Silence TV, search for Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. We are live this evening across the world. We're also live on YouTube, Loud Silence TV on YouTube. On Facebook, search for Loud Silence TV. We're also live on radio. You can search for Loud Silence Radio on any Google device, Android device. Go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. We're also live on Apple. Go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. We're live on YouTube, Loud Silence TV on YouTube. On TikTok, it's Kevin Taylor _WADR. We're live across the world. We are streaming and blazing. Thank you very much for staying. Yentua a year. Sona and a state of the nation so a year in summer John Dramani Mahama ekan in there me catch Ghana for say you be dwam MOB ehu no kure no jandam ewu so a NPP never exists. NPP ceases to exist. Me na meka megu no and you be gu MPP. You don't know kure be gu MPP. Now these are some of the things John Mahama ebo boss so ewo a year in the state of the nation. And John Dramani Mahama ekasano odwudwemu o say no Agenda 111 hospital project is operational. Team, dig something for me, please, Mr. S, Mr. P. Give me something. And John Dramani Mahama Kasano see. Opeso catch Ghana for mo biati asie. Agenda 111 na ekufuado ne ba omiamo catch mono. And the osimu P I catch them say. Sa 111 hospitals no. Ba kumpondi wa eye juma 1. Kudi komi bawasaba kunde 1 enyo esa baako almost say baako mpo ni wa ye adwuma endra me ka kire mo say obi say oye bema na se ose ono na obese oje MPPC ne kon ho a on kire one agenda 11 hospital obata ewure makowo kwasiafo sika enkofo we edi over $700 million almost somebody koye agenda 111 ebesi nne yehu one hospital a obata ntumi kom ekoye den ekoje awo na kwasie bi ti abrochire se adenti na MPP eluzi yedidi Kevin Taylor asem aboa wona emboa mo say nwan mo tete dam ase de mo kwa abrochire mo firi afuo mo ba ya na efre se wo fa sebra nkran kwasiafo mo hu nyenyenyen se supeku mo hu nyenyenyen se supeku mo gye se mo yenkurasefo nti Ghana fo yenkurasefo agenda 111 na achichide ni gina TV so ka say fellow Ghanaians and agenda 111 ba kumpo ni wo Mahama na e ka kire mo nde ebesi nne afenyo ma ken 99 kasongo what is waka say Mahama boa they can't. But John Mahama has a plan. Or see, and there or can say me, or see, when should I say MPP Jimmy or NDC Jimmy, or see, Ceciano, or catch and sorry, and crankra, or per se a buying any encrankra, a community boom. Now, Omoye be a friend of partnership. Now, Sebio, Omoye Day, Omusisi hospitals, no, into say company be, Adrian say, or between the Nsa, and I say, Ninsa. Nisika abeshem abeden abesi hospital na sebio almost run ne kakra omoti omoka na oma eden omadani amagana John Mahama ekasa moma yenko ne yenko tie John Mahama de okafa agenda 111 ho figures don't lie, facts don't lie. This is John Dramani Mahama. Thank you, Mr. S.
Mr. Speaker, the agenda 111 program, which was started as a knee-jerk reaction during the COVID-19 pandemic, when the Ghanaian public had begun to appreciate the significant investments that the previous NDC administration had made in healthcare facilities, and began to lament the many hospital projects that had stalled under the previous administration, a promise was made to build 111 hospitals. Mr. Speaker, I'm sad to note that there is no dedicated funding source for such a gargantuan project. There is no dedicated funding source for this gargantuan project. Mr. Speaker, for the record, as I speak, not a single Agenda 111 hospital is operational. In any part of Ghana, I challenge you, not one is operational. In any part of Ghana, I challenge you, not one is operational. Mr. Speaker, and it is worth disclosing, that $400 million has already been disbursed under the Agenda 111 project. Mr. Speaker, at a rate of approximately $80 million per hospital, this $400 million spent could have completed and made operational at least 22 of those hospitals.
John Mahama Ekasano say, Oka esimupi on record. Agenda 111 hospital and another Dankwe Kufuado any MPP Bawumia Kennedy Japan. Or seche mensa bonsu ene nkwasiafo maka edda damu because of elections intino or say ono na president of Ghana wa hwenkrata mu or say agenda 111 no or kan simupi ba kumpo niwa eye dwuma wo Ghana or say ba kumpo niwa ya obata ntumi kom ekoje awo emkofo ye moase MPP mo ye nine MPP mo ya pofi MPP, what to say toilet mumwa. Kwasiafo, you still have the audacity to talk in parliament. You have the audacity to sit on TV and radio and on social media to tell us to say Ghana for any day and Kasentia NDC. The president of the republic said so far $400 million and almost say omedi in the name of Agenda 111. Hospitals nowhere here. Nil. Say him for Krumha. It is in the days to come, the months and years to come. Yes, start to say ya chichini pa. Obi bekas obi ta obi. This is not witch hunt. This is clear cut stealing. I also abino a chinko fogum. Andra, na me advise Attorney General no. You need to move slow, but it has to be sure. So be more. I will send you pano ninsati. John Mahama say $400 million no. Senkomu ya imagine post senkomu pese omdi ye jumana anka 22 hospitals and go say to me see. Eyi ense free ho ema oba time to me ko hokoje awo. But Ekufuado ne Bawumia Kennedy Japan or Seche Mensa Bonsu afenyoma kemon kwasiafo we jiminti as we speak. $400 million. Almost here the soha, your foundation, your cotton chancing, and your dura pillar waha. $400 million. Ashe, not a single hospital. Lordina Mahama, or yet the first lady of Ghana, or what opposition, or see hospitals in Num. Concurrence ebisiwo, Kobole ebisiwo, and the in my time room, nurse for wire for Meduma, or more form of formoba, or Yankopon Shirano, and Quasia we are buying to miss one hospital. In Danway, in Quasiafo who born supercui, Omo born Sasawa, where Momo bon patre. Omo Yanya was yancy green, but from Quan for in Crassifo for Jimmy Four, Omo is a party, a day, and town a bono. They sat in this country, destroyed everything. Naya sorry, Jiminti, na me Auniniba, me Fantiniba, my better say, me my to me some nine, which is a Jimiana. What is me abuana? Nanka ma betina ha. Na makache mo say Ghana fwe mombra ni ensanfa to me mandan. Mo. Now Mr. S, team, are you good? All right, team. I'll skip and then wait for you. All right, Mr. S, I will skip and wait for you. Now, John Mahama can be FR a year. Free SHS no. John Mahama, Mr. S, free SHS. The video didn't come through. Please, can you get me the free SHS video? I think you sent it, but it's not on the system. And John Mahama kasaye or say, and the otune numtu video ni ba me watch them. Mr. S, get me the free SHS. And John Mahama said, I will not cancel free SHS program. I will make it better. And the original parliament, we are saying or say me John Dramani Mahama, I will not cancel free SHS. Na mema meshemu kena. O sibia nyanseni dwene. Omo titi TikTok, titi Facebook, titi omo radio, so won to me radio omo fin. And you betray free SHS, and you betray Jimmy. Ya wo ya de kraba de sansuo mo nom MPP for Jimmy. Ya wo mo pee near the kraba sansuo near the ason mo enti kasai so mo ye moa. Who can cancel free SHS in Ghana? Nana na dan kweku fo ado pegi toto awo tofu dwene. Bawomia inkremoni be ma o se wo ye onwoma se kremoni onim nyansa muna afiki wada ni kremoni American Muslim wo wi preko no wine. Utna ho ka che say John Mahama ne NDC betwa free SHS mu. And then John Mahama ka che Ghana for. Or say free SHS no. There is no way obi abetime twam. Ono ontwam na obehye mu kena and the oko schools na enkwara ni age. Die na omuka. Say and the ye di wache papa. And the ye didi akosua ka ho. These are young people who are being fed well. And John Mahama can I say school na ye ni free SHS no. I say ye did to me aduane ne to no. I say ye did ma schools no. Na schools na koto mo aduane. Senior be ya as school bi anto aduane na ye betuma so beza any headmaster pa. You need to give authority to the school to be able to buy their own food. So my schools no to me so man koto aduane a. So school no asenkregwa ekuafo mo asankregwa omudia tomatoes omudia jene omufa emoba omudia bro sa ekuafo mo sa area ono school no beto free omo ho into technically no you have employed and you have created the employment for people. It was say the idea say ekufo de nkwasiafo ni ba omiamo e de bibia frɛ no abind to distribute food to schools no or say eye jimisem Now, under his leadership, he will not cancel it. Obeshamu kina or the 2 mini bema school for headmasters, a buying the sikabe momo. No, I catch them say a more 20 bucks. A Tom Brown 30 bucks. Say about school on a new or so yano, wait me yano, or say jailu. And the John Mahama say, and then Oma done it to me, no, Omo done it to me, no, at your school headmasters, bears, matrons. Send any time a school, no, na your school na the koto bayre. Your school na the koto emo. I was say a did 2 minimum. Na omwanka se kodi omudwa. Inti ende uko schools na ye nyampon start here no enkwara ne age ema sebio omu bose se eyezu na wo so age so eyeza.
Wow. The first time in Chico Senior High dining hall history. There has been never watching an egg at the dining hall before. And when Eyezu came to power, we are now eating watching like if you're watching any acrono say any posia mienu Eyezu Eyeza. Wow. The first time in Chico Senior High dining hall history. There has been never watching an egg at the dining hall before. And when Eyezu came to power, we are now eating watching like if you're watching any acrono say any posia mienu Eyezu Eyeza.
This is what we've been talking about. This is how it's supposed to be. The kids are supposed to be happy in school. They are supposed to eat well. They are supposed to be confident. They are supposed to let us know they are being fed well and that their job is to learn and to become good citizens. That is what we need. Near to Kroma and Andaikufuado, country. Aya akwana ne kwa chia se kokohwede no a ye frɛ no educhumu no. Country. Eko kra emoa asay lemons rice. And ode emo ne ma school for na nkora ne diwuye. Akoya the punk said the opipam poboa ho Bulgaria. Or to California kurasi nyekotam ne ba say omehwe education so oba ne tie bone ha and an show that waha and okay kan kwase asem na we education minister ka country a oje sa akora to school dey no obeka na ejimifo we ya so mo so because MPP is filled with lies. The MPP as a political party adibia about MPP no adibia about MPP no tro. Mr. S, what do you have for me? All right, so my team said almost something on free SHS. The John Dramani Mahama Eka FA free SHS. Mama yanko tie John Mahama. Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you for bringing the video in. Mama yanko tie John Mahama the Kafa free SHS. All right, video rolling and echo.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, once again for emphasis and for the record, I, John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, will not cancel the free SHS program. Honorable members, once again for emphasis and for the record, I, John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, will not cancel the free SHS program. Cancel the free SHS program. I am determined to make it better by improving its implementation. And also, for the record, students who have benefited from the free SHS since its inception are about 3.4 million. The figure of 5.1 million beneficiaries, as put out by the previous administration, was an exaggerated and false narrative. And also, for the record, students who have benefited from the free SHS since its inception are about 3.4 million. The figure of 5.1 million beneficiaries, as put out by the previous administration, was an exaggerated and false narrative, calculated to achieve political credit.
Since say Ekufuado kofa bibi a friend free SHS woni trima na exist dada. Everybody na omo person dey politics no. Enkwara na Ekufuado say onu ni trim no, onu ni free SHS bi ba no. Omo say 5.7 or say 5.2 million no. Or say oka esimupi. After omo big G power, omo ye head count to akwara bi a spend this count so no. 3.4 million. Enkwara 3.4 million there about and 5.7. He MPP anka say ye 10 take akraka near the sijaso near kamugum. Bibia MPP nanka ye pese ye petente wudim tente anase dansen kakraka imapra koko dansen ni bi oboasi mapra good evening mapra imapra dansen ne de koko no hausa koko kese no imapra first one koko 630 de no nanka ose de kese pa ne de sijaso ne de angwagum nanka kokofo oba ne aworo mo ho na ya wo bo suntui wudim suntui oboba ne edwa mo ho ne akase butumu ne ya wo mo suntui song unim suntui when you feel suntui akwama bodam itiabia enkofu na nka se chi omo ne ya sell mo line or cycle MPP omo jimi brutal omo ti kroma 5.7 million enkwara na nya free SHS akọ omo boa Mahama so omo boa head count ne 3.2 million nanka ose enkofu aban sesan ye no nanka ya chi omo nyina begu eye de cycle with a cycle crampo de hoefe yammo omo nyina konkogu eye de ofokro market obedwa can be tell us ofokro market nanka de makogu ofokro market na ye dwom ya wuro bi atade nanka guguso ai nanka kotedon ni guguso ya so wobra na ya ye ni say suntui ni ya so butumu ni ya won to so already meni jimedwuma hu anka edichum oba no obutu no mu hwe bema na suntrem na ya ye nsa say suntui ni ya won to so ni kana to ayi angwani mu be chiu ni na shapanu kraw ni ya ma befu awe kwasiafo ya won suntui no to angwani mu a ya chiwa ni ya de kwanta yi no ni na topanu ni na ma befu kra no makawe okokuma se befu beberegu ura eye area ho aminim ho nyina ya chi omne no ma abefo pan no mo hyem we nenka som like MPP fo nkwasiafo we mo jimi omo be stay sika be die sika itinka ya chichi omane aworo mo ho osra se de nufu eguso tabra eda nefu so eye madam eye Elizabeth Ohene eye mami eye apiejei na omo nufu ya teta se omo yi ntumagu na firi ase ente esensen ho nanka ya chi anwe ya Yakubu gina ho amiam krom Yakubu na tumu Tahiru na ne konchi adin na ogina ngwa na chi ai na onunum na onunu angwanim yes next nanka waba se begina ha yi won tade omu yom tarum kwot don dada so na yes kontinu mu na edi suntui na tegeto to a bebia tokro dada no song suntui se so de chema wontu anim wo atata chema untimi suntui wa otongwani mu ano a chi ne de kwantre asa no pa de da to abefo panum de da masa suntre so abefo hene na okwakowe kraw no mo wi no Kumasi Sports Stadium obekwa abefo panu na omo wi abefo ya erade kami babo down erade nyagu pon fam body cheve na go fo yo magimi me ko bonsam jima na MPP say ko because bonsam jima na MPP we ya mwajimi dodo ni bakra put and keeping the words enti get what is nti no atangwa nim chi obi gisa na bi say obeti se bofuro odam no owuro na fui owuro na dane no ye hu sa high brown the hwase ay green pe na dane de kakra ye wi na ye na da to abefo pan no ye so fa nko sa so ntre so omko na abefo na tutwa no ma wi nkwasiafo now mame komedim John Mahama eka bibi fa eye infrastructure educational infrastructure ho na some emphatic statement bi. Thank you very much, team. Maybe I will bought another statement of John Mahama, and it's got to do with this. John Mahama say, no new school will be built without a teacher's accommodation. Or say under NDC Abanwe, school BNY you be see a YNC teachers bungalow and can wait a nyansa. I feel want to be a yachichere mino. Or say under the leadership from Endeko school dan bi anyway be see a yemfa teachers bungalow enka ho. Because ultimately see school, that teacher emfa ka 2 hours emba school. No. E was a teachers no enya accommodation around the school. Send ye be ya no mo na be ye ntia e class. Nti John Mahama kan ye o se ende no o ma Ghana fo nyina tia se say under his leadership school bi omo be si bia no omo be si teacher fo be bia omo betena omo tena bia aka ho. This is John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana. Thank you very much, team.
Mr. Speaker, to promote inclusion and equity, the government will enhance and resource the Islamic Education Unit to recruit more Islamic and Arabic tutors for English-Arabic schools. We will establish STEM and TVET schools in underserved and peri-urban communities. We will provide scholarships to brilliant but needy students in deprived communities, especially for study in law, medicine, and engineering. We will support Islamic colleges of education with infrastructure and logistics, and will enroll youth in Zongo and deprived urban communities in the National Apprentice Program and offer free technical and vocational training. Mr. Speaker, it is important to continue to retain and motivate our teachers in all schools, especially in the rural areas. Government will begin plans for the implementation of the 20% allowance for teachers who agree to serve in rural schools. District assemblies are going to be involved in this scheme to ensure that the teachers are present and teaching in the schools that are selected. This scheme will reward such teachers for their sacrifices and ensure quality education nationwide, not only in urban centers. Mr. Speaker, as part of our Teacher Dabre initiative, the construction of teacher accommodation units to improve welfare and attract teachers to rural areas will commence this year. Mr. Speaker, no new school will be built in this country without teachers' accommodation. Mr. Speaker, no new school will be built in this country without teachers' accommodation. Mr. Speaker, no new school will be built in this country without teachers' accommodation.
The Mahama Kasa or say, now by way will never build or they will never put any school beer together. And that's almost school beer a bra for teacher for Bangalo and Kahu. After one yansa and one who are Jenny. MPP for me a wow. And this is the kind of president we need. The president who understands the people. Send your teacher for a bread with accommodation. How young teachers would love to teach in rural areas. And the crocaya or say teachers or just atubu so mobile concourse no abai be more incentives almost salary no you bear 10% back on. This is how government works with the people. John Mahama person or the education the lowest part. Don't ma obienya equal access to equal education. And say no teacher ni na ujitum say mo post him in kwekurasia abai o salary na obejino abai di bibeka ho. This is how you build a nation. Or say school bi ani Ghana ebesi ayan for teacher bungalow enka ho. And we kura also your teacher ni we nursing teacher training college student also teacher say we any abai no. Na me ka bibia kire mo ha. I played a video of John Mahama saying say schools are students are almost free SHS no omundu 5.7 na omu ya 3.4 said ye na educhum aya ne hairline say onu ne di mami odechi ebodondo educhum ne hairline I saw ne di mami odechi ebo ketedondo eka say no maka chem say MPP for mo Jimmy say meko bunsam Jimmy MPP Jimmy El Clasico MPP omo Jimmy ma akono now shade. This is MPP campaign 2020 campaign about free SHS. Muntie, omuka se nipa sen and a call. Thank you very much, team. My production team na the video we buy me watch them. I want to say MPP omu ya mwa. Muntie omu campaign free SHS campaign message.
Over 5 million children have benefited from free SHS. Protect free SHS. Vote Dr. Baumia #1 on the ballot. 5 million children have benefited from free SHS. 5 million children have benefited from free SHS. Protect free SHS. Vote Dr. Baumia, number 1 on the ballot. 5 million children have benefited from free SHS. Protect free SHS. Vote Dr. Baumia, number 1 on the ballot. Over 5 million children have benefited from free SHS. Protect free SHS. Vote Dr. Baumia, number 1 on the ballot. Over 5 million children have benefited from free SHS. Protect free SHS. Vote Dr. Baumia, number 1 on the ballot.
Because NPP for a toilet this was their campaign message. And Baumia official campaigning. Or say over 5 million children have benefited from free SHS. In then akwasia we at the parliament, I any headline said yobo dunduma mami odi. Et way no Nicaragua for moi. What Jimmy? Mami Chamo. John Mahama said free SHS in Korea no mundu 5 million, 3.4 million. Educhum I any headline said yobo dunduma mami odi. This is what Educhum said. When you Educhum. Free SHS beneficiaries are 3.5, not 5.7. Educhum. Adena Baumia campaign almost over 5 million children. Kwasiafo. Educhum jina ende power society or so 5.7 million. Name of 3.5 million. Ba utie Baumia campaign message. Educhum and a true manifesto no education on a head na. This is what they said.
Over 5 million children have benefited from free SHS. Protect free SHS. Vote Dr. Baumia, number 1 on the ballot. Over 5 million children have benefited from free SHS. Protect free SHS. Vote Dr. Baumia, number 1 on the ballot.
Me samidin kofo ya tema enye personal o omwe Jimmy amana dani omo se dancing crying Jimmy emu dancing crying e Jimmy na etwa round o mu tiri so. Yes, they are liars, they are thieves, they are criminals. Among campaign message. Almost over 5 million kids have benefited from free SHS. Educhum Power Society also 3.5 million. And when the can about Baumia campaigning, Jimmy mu dancing crime for Jimmyization, Jimmyism. Jimmy Adokromo say a jump on fie. The Biamuna mana Jimmy Adomo. Mujin say Ghana for Jimmy, you can just lie. We sit here and let the people know the truth. As Sembianiwa Makawaha, I have not shown you the reason why I'm saying MPP for Jimmy and they have to be in opposition for 42 years. They need to be. Because they are not willing to tell the people the truth. They are not willing to accept to say, Omo ya trofo. And it's not they be able to say, Mo party no, I didn't know what say, almost what do to for them. Nana, Pia, offer say, Kevin tell me, Nana for two mechimame. O two for domina, Mr. Dono. O offer Nana, a bit more Jimmy. Nyansa friend, Nyansa, some mechanical gratitude or Omunim. Nana, where dear, Mena Meka, Nana. Men from a nun sisumina so onana no ebie Jimmy bruta omon ka no kure na mo ho ba omo na yemfa no kure enhwe omo party no wodi tumi ma omo no Jimmy sa obo bedu nkran be hu ajantrafo omo so omo ba fie biem ebia na kofa na po ma ye nana sa na nim sa na po abodam sa na ponko awabodam nana na nka onim sa na po Jimmy anka wangina bedwom anka sa onana no na otete no sa na onim sa na po na adwene hwe benkum anka nana anka wanye sa ba otumfo wo yam wo fa wo do me chenchen hene ka Kevin Taylor mabana na wodo me meso me do minim se nya ade a obeye sa mistake ribium because you hene kase unim de ekọ sebio insuo bo me kase bo nana men kase insuo de kase hwewo na po ene MPP egu anim ase esi asante kotoko na aka ene esi asante kotoko esu ntumi nhye nana wodo me na meso me do Kevin Taylor akwa bodam nana me do enkofu wo ye Jimmy omunim nyansa Intina nketi wono na ye nyina ya sorry oh ye nto mama NDC ekoto ama MPP monhwe de Mahama kan ye munim de eba munim mesi megu mu party no defe mesi megu no DFE defe ye hu nyanwe anka meye mu defilization mo next time hu nipa mo hu ahunani ba mo bebu no kwasiafo na hwa de John Dramani Mahama eka bibi I see people with disability. Mr. S, Mr. P, pull something for me. Me team no. Yen on the spot production, who be that. Metuma can say me sisi a metuma bo mitim. Metuma can say me. Any system no so. Me team kwa fact na ba. Mopa mama mencha. Opa obi entro bibi. Somebody should write something on Facebook. Not on me less than 5 minutes. My team will pull it. Me tell how my team will be effective. Mopa obi entro bibi. Ni ready bibi on Facebook. Mama me less than 5 minutes. My team will pull the screenshot, the story. Or me pull it screenshots natural. Do you know what is going on? Unim the ekoso. Share. What the what thought room also unya benz a obetwi. Unim gin say easy say benz betu. Answer me benz ni tunu petrol tu no. Ya yan zing uni how many fuel tanks e fam. Me say obi nka bibi. Obi say den me pe bibi and I want to test my team na mu hu bibi. Wan kan bibi a etwam. Obi nka bibi etwam a ye nyina ye nkai no mu pull the story na ma 2 seconds. Story be any usual. Oh, me per story be any usual. Na afei mon kana me chemu bibi. You know the production going on here. Who you say the agro? Me say mo say a concert ni the production na ye kan wan asem no. Enye joke. Production na ye kan wan asem no. It is not a joke. It is real stuff. It is a unkofo ne nam some be the Kevin Taylor. Sa low budget Kevin Taylor for hey. Do you know what made Kevin Taylor? Hard work and consistency. No credit and credibility. Do you think it's easy? Unim nipa amo produce me. Do you know my team? Do you know how smart they are? Share. Ujin say obetina otie ma na will make sense. You need to collaborate with your production team omuni munya answer. Kwasi bia to me a producer. Me say kwasi bia boss scandal, open boss scandal. Na boss scandal there on kashi. Mama me 30 sec less than 3 minutes boss scandal. Me team ni bet me police story no boss scandal. O bet me pull am video. Mr. S, Mr. P, the time is starting now. It's 5:45. By 5:47, they'll give you all the boss scandal. Boss scandal. Now say me na okay. Mr. S, Mr. P, people with disability naba. But me person me chenko for BB. Mr. S, Mr. P, give me boss scandal. No more a production on the spot. E being serious da. CNN grant me nyadi unim commitment e wom. Now when how many seconds? How many seconds na modu me chem BB? Mr. P, Mr. S, give me boss scandal. And do more than 3 minutes. I'll give you the story. I'll pull it here. I will let you know what is happening. Kwasi bia sorry I'll say and dem ko Kevin Taylor NB. Undi dro uko Kevin Taylor NB. Unim de Kevin unim se de Kevin Taylor NB. Do you think it's a joke? Do you think it is concert? Do you know how much has gone into this? Do you know the kind of credibility any Juma ya bedruha? Do you think it's a joke? Do you think it's about just coming on TV? Team in the story now, bano. This is boss. Thank you, Mr. S. Boss scandal. Thank you. Oh, it is under 2 minutes. This is the story. Mami Fanchiro. Boss scandal. Thank you, Mr. S. Anyway, I can pull the real story. I can pull video and add it to it. Boss scandal. Anyway, we will give you all the scandals. We will give you the facts. We will give you the videos. Oh, mama, another 3 minutes. Remember video about boss scandal. Me see. Oh, mama, 2.5 minutes. Met mama a video about boss scandal or whatever. Do you know what is going on? Mujin say TNTMu. Mujin say nkwasi akeka. Mujin say akumayare. This is real on the run on time job. Now, let me go back and show you something. Wait a second, show. Now me test me team no. Now my team almost sending me a year what John Mahama said about a year people with disability.
Of excellence to expand technical and vocational education training. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Ghana has consistently missed its gross tertiary enrollment targets with a rate below 22%, far from the 40% goal that has been set by 2030. Despite over 460,000 secondary graduates coming out annually, 55% qualify for tertiary education, and only 35%, 161,000 of the 460,000 enroll in tertiary education, leaving over 300,000 without access. To address this, government is introducing a no-fee stress policy to eliminate tertiary admission fees, which currently serve as a barrier to higher education for some students. This will be supported by an enhanced student loan scheme, which is called the Student Loan Plus. The no-fee policy will also cover all persons with disabilities. And for emphasis, persons with disabilities will pay no fees for tertiary education. The no-fee policy will also cover all persons with disabilities. And for emphasis, persons with disabilities will pay no fees for tertiary education throughout their study.
John Mahama, the President of the Republic, Kasano, say, Yenuanuma omuhuaka, fall under people with disability, Ubu ha Sibio and nine, Ubu be a Ubu ebia, Newaka, Yawo no san or tear, Ubu ebia accident and a member be Ubia, Sibio Newaka, or say, under NDC government, Sasani party to miss idea, not appear any tertiary institution, and ya do be to your school fees. This is governance. Afi what ya say? This is raw governance. Obia bedidi. Sa kwa siampe you know way. Hope na do eh. Obia bedidi. Enti o see, yen nuanom mo ho aka na na do dan kwekufu ado mo neglect o mo kai say eye toll booth na wo Ghana. Omo anom ye adwuma o toll booth e wo Ghana nyina na people with disability. Yen nua mo ho aka, yen nua asebio omo nan ho aka, omo nsa ho aka, ebi ani efra, omo asebio na adwuma enwo den. Send the Belmenia Jumaya no. Nanado Danko Kufuor or not falling under people with disability. When you say Kufuor, he has a disability. Yes, he's a dwarf. Bawumia has a disability. He's an agama autistic head shaker. Bawumia has a disability. The two of them fall under people with disability. And the love I have for people with disability, I was expecting these people to hear their problems, feel for them. And so the two people with disability, they deliberately stifled or they deliberately made sure say their colleagues are people with disability. Nanado Danko Kufuor or Yagove. Nanado Danko Kufuor or ya day or ya dwarf. He falls under people with disability. Inti Nanke Kufuor no Nanko se obua because a Kufuor mentally on your stable or Yagove. But a Kufuor Eka say, Omwa omushe toll booth, omuwa kakakra, sebio yebo omono, oyomu nyina edi, abuofunu. Rade, meni jimejume hu. Ekufuado is a person with disability. Oko Kimbu Special School. No ya governor na no suso nsuo Ekufuado. Ba omi asna de ti ensisu ye. Ejimi fo mienu. Eno mu yi eye yenuanom edi. And the John Mahama say, Sa ye nuanom no obi obebo no homodin ewura any tertiary institution, university, polytechnic, there nursing training, uko school for free. Umpe we na opeka ya motium. Umpe we na ope Nicaragua for nkwasiafo obodi bofro nkwan ya munim nyansa. There na ope. What do you want? What do you need? A president who falls under PWD goes against the people who falls under that. Why? Why should Kufuor go against his own people? The love I have people with disability, we have always protected and defended them. Ekufuor, who is a person of disability, obia ono nanusonsio agove +1 oni bawomia and the team to minjina so jimi omumienu they went against their own colleagues. Enyame wanwa efise kwasi campaign to say Bulgaria. Kwasi campaign to say Bulgaria. Onenam Ghana said the near fra edidin kwasi asem. Ono ni friend wa kwaje bribe ba omia ho betina TV so Kevin Taylor desperate. Kevin Taylor asia. Ni friend ni kromfo, ni friend ni opejantrafo Bulgaria owen. Na mama eye politicians use set tafre. Kwasia wakotena demo ka politics ejato wa uni bebi obefepri epie. Now uni friend ya obe advocate for people with disability to get all the help from government Wano unsuo se Ethiopia for wache kwasia abetina radio so Kevin Taylor no ena Mahama no ena mo ye desperate toilet catch up me desperate binida catch me akose me desperate abuo bi ba ni friend you oji ni friend you oji bribe ni friend you to me jibra o send me mobo abuo funu Bulgaria do way no the TV so and Kevin Taylor no and I'm say me be sure so do ti abodan mu unyonko ni frefo they are doing everything possible to hear for people to hear them when the for Ghana, they have dedicated their lives to advocate for people with disability. Omo mu hu ade, ye be mo better infrastructure. Ye be bo mo, ye be making sure say edan bi e be sibia no, they also get better access to edan no. How education. Ye dwene wo nuanom ho a, ye nyina pese ye bo no. Na wo do kwasia ye politics say media me MPP ni and a Kevin Taylor no, and now we desperate. Hu bi ni da. O ka chem say desperate. Wo ada meche wo no. Me de mensam yenu we me de be wo suntui kwasia owen ni freni oje bribe Bulgaria wanu nsuo se Bulgaria wache abuofunu yesi enwe ni frafo nyansafo da wo de ni freni be politics o kana asema Kevin de ni freni atam na me msi nim ni freni nyansani ye we ni frafo nyansafo wo Ghana me respect omo wo also a school te brofo kwasia anka a Cropon School of the Blind nanka wo advocate unya opportunity bia you insist the government do something for the school, you insist people who have that problem with their vision, you advocate. Well, one no sabuta abofunu u Bulgaria one no se denchemase abegina Kevin Taylor no ono ne Mahama no omo ay desperate na Dr. Baumia na me say me de won se be she kokom kwasia me de won se be she kokom na maka just we fried rice na wodu se sima no bo se sa koko ehihye Jimmy ni friend your pejantrafo now ma me nchira David Mr. P Mr. S Mr. S it's exactly 5:54 p.m. US East Coast time. In Ghana, no, 10:54. I got just 6 minutes near pong. My mention the Kufuado here, people with disability. My mention Bulgaria, Buare, people with disability, they were demonstrating. Omokachi Kufuado Agovese, we are under one bracket. Why are you doing this to us? Nanado Dankwe Kufuado, after he sacked people with disability, almost said Omuwaka, or some police for Buomuguso, Ekufuado, a buofum. This is what he did to people with disability.
You don't use your stick on anybody. You get it.
These are people with disability and they Kufuado ne Baumia. That's what happened. Omu pamu omu free toll booth no. omunti omuka so omunti omuka enkofo we koye say yesramo ye ni adwuma bia ye adwuma mo ye amwakwata na no sebo fruit eka che say yemfiri adwuma mu kwasea enkofo we ba so mejo musika. You saw how they treated them. Bulgaria kwasea mpenyi so na COVID TV no te Poladomo chi show so kwasea. This is what Akufo-Addo did to the people with disability. And John Mahama said he has a room for them in his government. This is what they did to them. Would you say, Refi? This is what they did to our people. These are Ghanaians. They sacrificed everything. Dangerous tobut. They were still collecting money for Akufo-Addo to go a high private jet. Rebecca Akufo-Addo, wakane ni mesi se kenten abof nu. O mana o nine left no kwasiafo nye adwuma bia ne atam sika momo. Na nipa we eguto boot ejijiska putting their lives on the line. Articulator biti free a obi a ohye sa tokurum bia ebebu neku no. Na we yi omo di na tiom ka na kwasiafo to say ayeye MPP Ghana fo ma entuntia NDC no mombra power hwe. Kebe kum nyina to atwene. Muni nyoma si wo Ghana. Do you know what happened in Ghana? Akufo-Addo, he is under the bracket of people with disability. Akufo-Addo, why not in a classroom on Colabrim? Jimmy way. Nanu so Jimmy way, and I'm also son so. 1 minute to 6, 1 minute to 11. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's been a wonderful Thursday evening. No phone calls. We will be back tomorrow to straighten the country. John Dramani Mahama has made it clear. He's here to serve. He's not here to complain. Remember, we all are supposed to come together as a people. We all are supposed to be messengers who are ready and willing to support this government. I believe in John Mahama, and you should believe in him. The power number, the man on 1.7 million, he will make sure he makes good use of it. He will turn the economy into a better economy. He will make sure people are respected. He will create job opportunities, and he will live. He will fulfill all the promises. Remember, the NDC is a party for the people. Remember, they are a social democratic party that respects the people's plight. Remember, John Mahama is for you. The NDC is for you. We are all here to check them, to help them to build the Ghana we want. Let's reset Ghana. Let's be one people. Let's love each other. Let's all be messengers who are willing and ready to serve, to speak truth to power. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. My production team is called The Ghost Team. We're live across the world on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Multi TV. Tomorrow we'll be here at the same time, 8 p.m. Ghana time, 3 p.m. US East Coast time. Thank you. God bless you. Cheers. Abuache Original.
Yo! We're your best fisherman. No, no answer mine. Abuache. You will for Belgium fan. It was a Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. Why you're why round what? Why you're why round what? Why you're super why round what? It was for Belgium fan. It was a Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. It was a Belgium fan. Why you're why round what? 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 Every papa no, what one is the motto? 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 Why round what? Why you're why round what? I want it. Original. I will go for bad. I want to be bad. Where you mind? Don't crumba.